last time when we was around, you as a party were searching the house, didn't find an awful lot. Nothing new came up from that. Quinn then was curious as to wells, and you found a very close by well, obviously, which you went down, found a small cave which had some oozes in it, but also had, for the sake of time, we jumped forwards a little bit, and you guys had picked up your outfits and any other little bits that needed to be done in the meantime, and we now find ourselves on the morning of the day of the mass ball. So to start,
I'm going to prepare my spells.
yeah. So do people want to make sure your character sheet has done a long rest? Because I believe that some of you might not have had full hit points.
I didn't have full hit points, no. So.
Yeah, so do your long rest. Make sure everyone's done their long rest and you've got your hit points and stuff.
Long rest done.
If you need to. What was that, Dave?
Said long rest done.
Change any spells if you want to.
Brad.
Mm-hmm.
That'll do.
What do you get?
I'm assuming we've got all our hit dice back.
Okay.
Brad?
Yes, you would have done because you would have had a couple of days. Yeah, so if there's any hit dice to make sure you've got back all your hit dice, you would have them back. It was at least a day and a half, say 2 days. We say you've gone back.
I went shopping.
There was most certainly some shopping in between as well.
He definitely done some shopping, yeah.
I looked at my inventory and I come back and I was like, how did I get all this rubbish?
That was me just randomly chucking everything in there. Another point to note as well regarding your character sheets, if there is any, in particular the person who picked up the thing that you found down in that cave, I am adding stuff as homebrew, and if I add it as homebrew, you'll see it in your character sheets in the inventory. If I go to tell you to add something and I've already added it as homebrew, you can search in that inventory and it will come up with the actual item that I've put as homebrew. So anything in my homebrew that I've created is in our kind of community. It's not public, but it's in with us. So if you search on D&D Beyond, it will find the stuff that I've added as homebrew, which will also then come with any necessary information. You can click on it and see what it is, that kind of stuff as well. So just to kind of point that out, if I give you a name of something, if I've already done it, you can probably just search for it on D&D Beyond to add it.
Oh.
So, is there anyone in particular wants to get done this first morning? So, you wake up, breakfast is kind of being served for you at the point when you come downstairs. Actually, just go back one step.
I know I was going to the baths to have to.
Oh, yes.
I believe a couple of others were coming as well.
Yeah, I was going to give
Go to the baths
on that one.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's okay.
Yeah.
What?
What I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to jump over that for now.
Yeah, we booked a bath house the morning of the ball.
Yeah, I think we paid for all that anyway, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pardon?
I say we'll go for it. We won't role play it.
Yeah, we went through all that anyway.
Let me get something out of the way first. My brain's not up to speed. I've got too much going on in it.
I remember when the other half started going on about pampering herself up and doing her hair.
Why not? You never know who you're going to meet.
Everyone is individually in their own rooms at the Wyvern Inn. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
There you go. I've just sent someone something on Discord. Okay, so with that, everyone essentially wakes up, and you come down in the morning, and the forgotten his name.
Yeah, who's the bloke hosting it again?
That's Levi.
Levi.
Levi Common. Where is it? Morley. Sorry. Morley is...
No, Morley, I was saying it, but my mic is muted. Haha.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so Morley the innkeeper is seems to be fairly busy in the morning. Normally at this time in the morning, there's a couple of different people in there seeming to be having breakfast, not necessarily there to drink, but more so for food purposes. He seems especially rushed off his feet this morning. Seems to be kind of ducking in the kitchen, out of the kitchen. Then all of a sudden kind of disappears off out the back. You can kind of hear doors kind of going. It just sounds a bit more rushed in the kind of kitchen, kind of behind the bar kind of area, as it were. He kind of comes out at one point, kind of a bit sweating, and immediately kind of says to you, I've prepared all your breakfast, just tell me when you're ready, and I'll have it sent out to you. And then he immediately just dashes off again. So you guys are all individually waking up. I'm guessing you're all down in the Haven now, coming for breakfast.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yep.
Yep.
So what time's this ball then?
I don't actually know.
Did we not get tickets?
You didn't get tickets.
He just said, come to the ball.
Not that I know what a ball's supposed to happen, but I always thought you got a big gaudy ticket.
Hey, we got personally invited, mate.
We're on a list somewhere, obviously.
Yes.
I want a ticket with gold writing on it.
I'm sure we can steal a menu or a drinks menu or something from there for you, just so you've got your souvenir.
That would be good. Thank you.
So, is anyone wanting anything done around breakfast, or are we going to move on to people all getting fancied up and dressed and ready for the day?
Well, I'm going to the baths.
Yeah. Is there anyone who wanted to do anything other than the ones who were going to the bath? I don't know if everyone was going.
I believe it was me, Quinn, Bulgarian.
I think I'll go as well.
I think you need to.
I will point out that we've already paid for ours, though.
Yes, we've all paid for the baths.
Yep. I am broke.
Well, you was broke. We paid for your bath, and then you got some gold, and then you spent it all.
That is factual. Yes.
How much do I need to pay? I'll cross it off because I didn't pay.
I think you're just going for a straightforward kind of bath and
yes,
spruce yourself up, aren't you? You're not going for a full pamper and everything else.
No,
I don't think there's enough of me to pamper.
I'm going for the full works. Sorry.
I imagine only about 2 gold for you, Stu.
All right.
So I could be there for about 4 or 5 hours.
What about Leonidas? Hello, Chris.
Yeah. Oh, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Now we can, yes.
You can hear me. Okay.
Did you want to do that? What we were saying about making the potion and stuff, or do you want to do that, but also then try and go with these guys as well? There would have been enough time.
Yeah, I wanted to go off and get some materials for potions.
But I mean, that would have been the day before as well, so I'm counting that as already mostly done. So do you want to go and kind of gussy yourself up with these lot, or do you want to carry on with your potion?
I'll carry on with my potion. I don't need to go to bathhouse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seems that Leonidas is a bit shuddery when you're talking about going to bathhouse.
He can prune his own feathers.
I just used the bird bath outside.
The fountain.
Keep an eye on Lady. She's down there as well.
Fucking keep an eye on her. I'm not sure off, Brad.
So like I said, there's the so like I said, we're not going to RP that part because I'd like to jump on. So you kind of all come back. You feel most certainly those who went feel very refreshed. Anything from you, Sammy? Was you doing anything for that time?
Nope. Just
Did you complete your mask?
just relaxing. Yeah. Master's complete. It's okay. It's up to a standard that's acceptable.
It is. It's definitely doable. Not
Yeah.
fancy, but definitely doable.
Yeah. So.
I call my dice and dragon bones wormwood.
Like...
There you go, Stu.
Do you want to specify the wormwood type?
Yeah, please. You probably could get some more gold out of that, Brad. One of your traders might want to open up a shop.
Copyright.
You
Yeah.
get microtransaction.
Yeah.
You're gonna get my video copyright
Yeah.
struck.
Yeah, Willy Wood.
Yeah, Willy Wood. Yeah.
Willy Wood trader.
Cool. Okay, so Sammy, as throughout the day, these guys have all gone off, and you, Leonidas, both of you two are kind of hovered around the Wyvern Inn, I'm guessing, kind of with your
Yeah.
rooms, maybe just kind of somewhere around. Sammy, you've got your cart and Saber nearby, kind of thing. So I imagine you're kind of milling about that area. Throughout the day, you notice at least like 3 or 4 large kind of wagons, like full covered passenger type wagons pull up. Very fancy horse-drawn kind of carriages sort of things with fully covered tops, some of them fairly large. You notice out of one of them I'm gonna have to do a bit of clicking because I've got a lot of things to sift through. You notice out of one of them a red-headed lady, kind of corset, big, huge, kind of fluffy, kind of poofy kind of dress. Lady kind of squeezes out the door, and then a very well-dressed, yet if not slightly colourful, half-elf kind of gets out, and then behind him come out 2 very heavily armed kind of guards. The armor they're wearing is all golden. They have, can't remember the colour of their cloaks. I think they have irrelevant. But essentially, you can see the armor is really kind of a decorative armor, but it's still very purposeful. They very much stand out, and Sammy, you recognise them as they are royal guards.
Ooh.
They are highly trained guards that are generally only sent to protect royalty or only where some sort of kind of necessary kind of defense or attack is required. You don't normally see them about. These are not the kind of ones that guard the streets and that kind of thing. So it kind of takes you a bit by surprise, 2 of those coming out of the carriage as well. They seem to get out with the other 2, not as protectors of the other 2. They seem to get out with them, almost as if they've just come off a bus. They just all get out kind of together. They don't really seem to be talking to each other or anything. And they all go into the Wyvern Inn. And you're starting to get the impression this is why Morley seems quite flustered. And then throughout the day, as the other different carts come up, the other different carriages come up, you can see other people that are definitely kind of noble, wealthy kind of people that are also seem to be staying in the Wyvern Inn. But the main one that's definitely taken your eye is the Royal Guard that you know. Most of the others that come through are obviously wealthy nobles, but you're not really noticing who any of them are. None of them stick out to either of you.
Okay.
And then onwards to you guys now getting ready. So you've all come back. You're all refreshed. You go through the day. As you kind of all come back from the spa, you came back to the Wyvern Inn, as you've not really got any other central point to go to. You come back to the Wyvern Inn, and the young lady, the young servant lady who's often served you before, she comes over to you with an envelope and hands it out and says, "This arrived for you earlier." Who takes it?
Pendant,
I'll take
take it.
I'll take it.
Who takes it?
I'll take it.
Belgarian, you take it.
Bulgarian, yeah, I'll take it.
Okay, so you open it up, and inside you pull out, and there's multiple of them, and it is about this big, and it is a white kind of paper with kind of lace over the top of it, and then on top of that seems to be lots of individual letters that have then been kind of all craft, and you would imagine this has taken some time to make one of these. And as you take it out, there is 6 of them, one for each of you, and each one has your name on it. And
This is what I'm talking about.
And it states that the ball will start shortly before sundown, but you can arrive at any time after that.
I hand them all out and I say, Fenton, yours had an X in it, sorry. And then I hand it to him.
Thank you.
Fenton seems a bit more chirpy than usual.
I don't know why, but a fancy ticket makes it important.
Don't feel like a gatecrasher then.
Exactly, yeah. Don't feel like an afterthought if you've got your name on a ticket.
Fair enough. Very true.
You just want to rub it in their faces when you walk up and they go, "Have you got an invitation?" You go, "Well, yes, I do, actually."
Yeah, exactly, because I'm used to being turned away from places like this. With good reason, but
Yes.
with a
Day is your
ticket,
day.
exactly, it's quite hard, isn't it? I take my ticket and I go up to my rooms to start get ready.
Same.
Yeah, I do that as well.
And I say thank you, by the way, to the young lady.
She's like, "It's fine. It's your message." She just leaves. So now what I want to do is, hence the inventory. I want you all to make sure in your inventories, on the bit that says equipment, that's the part that you're essentially going with, unless you intend to rock up with a big backpack and everything else. So your part that says equipment in your inventory,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I'm imagining you're going with. And if you're not going in armor, then untick your armor. And if you're not going with weapons, untick your weapons. Anything that's unticked, I'm going to count as that you're not taking with you.
The platinum ring I'm wearing, by the way. So
What's that?
the platinum ring that I'm wearing. But
Yes, no, that's fine. You can keep that in equipment as worn, and you keep it like as the red check mark on it, because that means you're wearing it.
Well, currently,
So do we
Currently-
add invitation to it now?
The what? The invitation?
Can we add that to our
No,
equipment?
no, because we've got to give that in anyway, haven't we?
Say that again.
We've got to give that in anyway, so.
You don't know yet.
Oh, okay.
Fenton will be very upset and probably might fight to keep it. So
yes.
what to say is, best
Make
way to
sure
put that in-
he'll walk up and go, make sure I get that back.
right at the bottom of your inventory, you've got a text area. That's the best place to put that sort of thing. So literally just put in there invitation. You can write out as fancy as you like. It's up to you.
Where's
That's the best
that?
place to put it.
Right,
If
so-
you don't do it, you can add it later.
Brad, right, so currently in my room, I'm standing butt naked looking at my bed with my outfit laid out, my armour laid
Yeah.
out, two hammers, a dagger, a sword, and a shield, and I'm just, I'm trying to work out how I'm going to fit it all in my clothes.
Good luck. Time to play Tetris, I think.
Yeah,
So
I'm contemplating for quite a while.
I've put on my fine clothes. It still matches my cloak with
Oh,
its
nice, yeah.
shoulder thing for the shield, so I can take the shield. And obviously it matches my cane, so I'll take my cane with me as well.
I got a mask, didn't I, Brad?
And
What was
my
that? You
mask,
got
obviously.
A mask, didn't I?
Yes, you got a mask. Yeah.
Okay, I'll add that in then, mate.
Yeah.
I
So
think I paid for it.
my leg holster, can that be
Yep.
put as a thigh holster?
Pardon me.
I've just done the filter for equipment. I can't. It's not
That's what I'm
finding
gonna
fine
get at.
clothes.
Yeah, that's what I kind of, but like that will work with what I've got on. Yeah, that's not gonna.
So Keith, you have to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that, Keith?
There's manage inventory button, Keith. So
Yeah.
you can manage it. Yeah, and that will open up the side thingy.
Yep. I
And
just
then you
put in
need to-
filter.
No, don't put in filter. Just go through your different bags. So if you've got equipment, backpack, and whatever else you've got. And
No, I want to
find...
add the fine clothes.
Yeah. Oh, you want to add the fine
Yeah.
clothes? Haven't you
Oh,
got them
yeah,
already?
Nah.
I
No, you haven't got. So the way to do that, Keith, is over on when you click on kind of your inventory, you've got manage inventory, and then in manage inventory, when you click on that, it brings out the right-hand box, and in
Yep,
that
yep.
right-hand box, you have like filter, which
Done
you
the
can
filter.
type
Yeah.
fine clothes in it.
It's
Uh,
clothes and then fine,
clothes,
mate.
Fine, yeah.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to do it the right way around, otherwise, it won't do it.
Ah, yeah, there it is. Cool.
I can't seem to type it correctly. There we go. And if you just do add, that adds it in effectively. And then what I want you to do from there is then get your common clothes. And if you click on them, as I said, the right hand box comes out and you've got move, and you move it to your backpack. And if you move things to your backpack, then I'll consider that as that you're not lumbering with you.
You can also tick off your backpack, can't you? So you just tick it off.
Right,
live in your room.
I
Yeah.
suggest each
Nah.
of you do that as well. You
I haven't
tick
got a
the-
box. I haven't got a box on mine.
Yeah,
At the
so
top of your
when the
backpack.
box is yeah, on the backpack you've got box. If you make sure it's unticked, it will no longer add that weight to you, so that won't all count against your weight. And that would define that you're not holding the backpack.
Can't see no move thing.
It's in the box on. So once you click on the type of item it is, so if you click on close common, on the
Yeah.
right hand side will come up with a box, and there's
Yeah.
3 little boxes just at the bottom. There's move.
Oh yeah, move. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Could kiss him.
So click on move.
Maybe
and
lots.
then
Move backpack. Yeah.
other places you can put it.
Right, so in my equipment, I've just got my ball gown and mask, my crystal, my spell book, and my quarterstaff.
Oh, you have to Benny.
Cool.
And I'm going to have my quarterstaff ticked because it goes with my outfit.
Oh, that's all. That's my strength, my dex, my constitution. So that's my hit points. But it's a bit more
I
complicated
haven't
than that.
ticked my
That's my intelligence.
my daggers, but I ticked the
So I've
whole.
got no, I've got.
Did I get a healing potion?
That's not stupid.
You did, yeah. Add one to you, yeah.
You can get minus.
Did I get any herbs and stuff remaining or not?
So again, any
That's my
additional?
wisdom.
Herbs, yeah.
No, not any additional this time.
Okay, mate. So just one off, yeah.
How I look.
Sorry, I can't hear you because of Keith. Sorry. One sec.
Keith, mute yourself. Or that's Candy. Candy, mute
Oh,
yourself.
is it? Oh, yeah, I couldn't hear you, mate. So if I'm gonna take off 25 gold, Brad. Is that right?
Yeah, take off 25 gold and add you a potion.
All right, mate. We'll do. And I'm gonna put that in my equipment.
Brad,
Yes.
can you add a location? So you know, like we've got backpack and we've got boat and that. Can you add a location called room?
Yeah, we can do. So the way we do that, if you want to do that, is
Yeah, how'd you do that?
You go to manage. Is it manage? Yeah, manage inventory, and
Yeah.
then you've got add custom item.
Ah,
I
right.
believe that is a storage. That is a container.
Ah, right. Okay.
Sure.
I put everything in my backpack. What I'm assuming is in my room.
Yeah, you could do that, Stuart. But if that makes you feel
Yeah,
like
no,
you messed
I'd
up,
rather do it this way.
Yeah, try add custom item, and I believe that should work like a container. Oh, actually, add custom item. No, that one. Actually, hold on. That one, add it as an item. We need to add it as a container.
Oh, there you go. I can click
item in
container.
container,
No.
You need to
Um,
add like a backpack and then like rename it. Is what you need to do.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that might be the easiest way. Add a backpack, rename it.
All right.
You can add an item and then you can add, say, an item and call it room, like tavern room, and then when you edit it, so you can right click on it and edit an item, or no, like click on an item, and when you go customize, not there, where is it?
Yeah, no, I've done what Adam said.
Oh, jeez. I'll work out another point, but there is a thing. It might be just me that I'm seeing it elsewhere. But there is a way to make something a container if we need specific ones. But yeah, that's the easiest way for now. Go with a backpack.
Brad, what's an Elms box, mate?
An alms box is the type of box that you have, like in a church, where you get money,
Charity.
like
Charity
what
box.
Soylent did.
Oh,
What Soylent did.
so
where it
I
gave
can
all
put
money
stuff in there, yeah?
Only money. It's more like when you're shaking the pot at someone in the church to say donate.
Sweet. Okay.
Please, sir.
All right. I didn't realise I had one of those ones. I just noticed it just now. So
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's also
I
why I'm
might.
getting people to
I'll take that with me.
You can do.
I want to take my healer's kit just in case someone falls over.
Yeah, well done, Adam. That's done exactly what I wanted. So yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I've got add a backpack, rename it to be room, and then you can move everything out. So now my inventory is exactly what I'm wearing.
Cool.
I feel a bit naked though, probably because
Yeah.
I still am.
So just to point out, most of the outfits people will have, well, all the outfits people have, doesn't necessarily include the means to have armor under them.
No,
if anyone wears armor, it'll be obviously over them.
Yeah, because I don't think anyone thought about that in the first place.
I did. But I don't wear armor.
Gloves on my coat, cape, anyway, Brad. My hood.
My armor's part of me, so.
Nice.
I don't have armor anyway, so
Exactly. We're perfect.
My armor's fine. I'm sorted. And my weapons are fine as well.
Mine.
Taking my shield just in case it rains, and then I'm gonna take off
I
my chain.
like that thinking.
Leave my chain shut. Leave my spear.
Right, so once someone's done, tell me you're done. I'm going to refresh your character sheet while I'm looking at here.
I'm done.
So I can see it.
What do I do? What do I do as a mask?
You can add it as a custom item if you want to learn how to do that. It won't be necessary in the sense that I'll include it as part of your clothing.
All right, yeah, that's cool.
So if you don't want to have to add it, I can include it as part of your outfit.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Sounds good.
My shield. I'm not going to equip it. I'm just going to put it so it's on my back piece.
I'm done.
I'm
I
done,
think.
If I do that,
Okay, I'm going to refresh it on. So who else is done?
I'm not done yet, mate. I got to move my spear and everything to somewhere else.
I'm done, mate.
Oh, I can't move it. How can I move it?
You-
Move. Oh, there you go. Move.
I think mine's done. Can you just check for me, please?
Backpack.
Yeah, did you say Adam? Did you say you're done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Cool. I know this is taking a bit longer than usual, but I'm purposely making this a thing so that we all know for future of it, like how to do it, all that sort of stuff. But also it's relevant going to a party.
What, not to go weaponed up and armored up and...
Done as well, Brad.
We've done as well. So, is that everyone done? I'm guessing.
Yep.
believe I've refreshed it. Very cool. No.
Do I need to unequip backpack as well to leave it behind?
Yeah, it's untick your black backpack.
Right, okay.
Yeah, you untick the backpack.
Yep, done that now.
You'll see it because all the weight will come off effectively. That's the easiest way to see it.
Yeah, I've cut £11.
Cool.
Cool.
Okay, so is there anything anyone wants to do before you all come walking out of your rooms all fancied up? Okay, so it's starting to get to dusk. You can see as you're kind of getting change, the light is kind of drawing a little bit darker, a little bit kind of yellow-orange in the sky. Sunset is not far away, so you all come out of your rooms. Is there anything anyone wants to do?
Nope.
Okay, so as you come out of your rooms, you come downstairs, and if I'm not mistaken, Fenton is clean shaven. Am I right, Fenton?
Yes.
Oh my good God.
Not wearing armour.
I almost fall on the floor.
Well, doesn't someone scrub up very well?
Yeah, I don't know if any of you have seen Person of Interest, the TV show. There's when you first meet the bloke, he's like all scravered and all kind of bearded up and everything. He looks like a right tramp. And then the next time they see him, he's like all fucking sharply dressed in a suit. If I find some images, I'll have to show it to you. But basically, that's yeah. I've gone and had a shave, and as I said, I'm a quite handsome man. So yeah, yeah, devoid of armor. I'm yeah, quite big and imposing, and filling out my suit quite nicely, if I do say so myself.
Anyone else wants to add the descriptions in of themselves? That's fine. Adam,
Yeah.
if you want, you can try and share that handout you had.
Okay, I don't know how to do that.
So go to your
I've got it
journal.
open.
It should have, when you click on it, it should have click on it. It should have show to players at the top.
No, I don't have
Can you
that.
see that?
No.
It doesn't have it. Okay,
It
well I'll do it then.
Okay.
There you go. Everyone should have got that.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Adam's art he had done. Very fancy.
Very good.
Mm.
I did like that. That's very cool.
Special.
I walk down the stairs, very elegantly.
Okay, so as you walk downstairs, Morley looking a little bit calmer now that the day's kind of gone through. He's resting on the bar, and he's taking a breath, and he's like, "Your ride awaits you," and he just kind of gestures towards the door.
Okay, cool.
As you all get to the door, you open that door, and there are multiple carriages, all black with kind of white, kind of trims on them of kind of flowery, kind of elegant kind of carvings and stuff that go all down the side of them. Each of them have black horses at the front of them, with a rider sitting on top. And as he sees you, he jumps down, gets off, opens the door, and says, "Guess, please come in." And he opens the door and gestures for you all to go in.
We've got a carriage each.
No, sir. Sorry, it's for all. It's for your group.
Oh, I'll get in.
Did we take the skeleton to the church? Maybe.
You didn't get time to do that.
No, we've got him with us.
Oh, okay.
No, I pushed you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
still have him on me.
I've got it on
We
a
did
bit of
that, eh?
string.
It's Halloween party, isn't it?
that was Sammy's outfit. He's moulded it all to him.
How'd you think he made his mask, eh?
Okay, so you all get in the carriage, and immediately the driver closes the door, gets up on, and immediately is turning around the square, out onto the street, and up to the hill. It's only a short couple of minutes to get there. Yeah, okay. It's only just a couple of minutes to get there. You kind of go up past the temple, past the clothes shop on your right as you go up. You get up to there's a large kind of crossroads. There's a large road that kind of runs a complete opposite direction of the main road that comes down that you often have travelled up and down. So almost like a big cross through the centre of the town itself. But that doesn't seem to be any prominent cross. It just is a cross where these two main roads kind of cross. And as you turn around, you turn around to the left, and you get to the bottom of the hill. And when you get to the bottom of the hill, you can see, I don't know if you remembered his name, I'm sure I mentioned it at some point, but you can see Gibson. Gibson is the archer scout who was with you down in the caves. He is standing at the kind of entrance to where you start to go up the hill, and he's standing there with about another 8 guards, and he's just standing there, just kind of watching people go past, just making sure everything nice and safe. You continue on up the hill for only about another 200 feet or so, and the carriage then pulls over by a kind of large tree and a slight kind of clearing. The road carries on up, but he pulls over and he jumps down, kind of ties up the horse, jumps down and opens the door and says, "The rest you can make on foot."
I get out and I help the ladies down.
I was going to say, yeah, I was going to do the same thing.
Very kind of you.
Thank you.
I take Ben and Tand as I get out.
My lady Leonardus.
I bow.
Okay,
Would,
so ahead of
would
you-
Lady be allowed with me, or if I left her back at the inn?
Your one, that was something I was going to ask someone, because someone is not so easy. Both yours and Quinn's, you can literally click your fingers and they disappear, and if you click your fingers, they come back. So you can just simply not have them.
Okay, cool. Okay, so I click
don't
my
have to be
fingers
there.
and
Anyway, you can
she's
essentially
just
summon them. I can't remember if it's a bonus action to summon them or what. It might be, but it says it in the spell. But it is something simple like that. We'll check it out if it becomes relevant.
I leave Saber back with the cart.
Okay, that was the question I was going to ask. Whether you brought him or not.
No.
Okay, so now as you're walking out, you're kind of getting out on the side that's kind of pointing down the hill. You get out, and as you walk around the carriage, you all start making your way up. And there's a bit more of a hill left to go, but as you start walking up, you can immediately see a big puff of fire, and the brightness kind of makes your eyes adjust. And as you kind of walk about another 10 feet, you start to see there are fire dancers and jugglers and all sorts of kind of entertainers. There's some acrobatics and stuff like that, and they're all along the side of the road, all kind of doing stuff. So as you walk up, you're kind of just looking at all these kind of different places, all these different talented people. And it's quite a nice sight to see on your entrance up to the house. So the house you've been to before, so as you're making your way up past these for about another 100 feet worth of these different acrobats and dancers and stuff, you can see Levi's house out and up at the kind of end of this road. You do pass by some other houses, but most of them seem to have their lights off. There's no visible signs of life from them houses. And as you start to crest up to the top, you get up to what is a very small wall that seems to kind of mark the boundaries of Levi's kind of property, which is similar matched for the other large houses that are up here. There's a long road that is at least about 50 feet, a long kind of, not an overly fancy road, more just like a gravel wide path that leads up to the house. As you get to about this point, obviously you've had the flames going off and people juggling things and noises of people kind of doing things, entertaining you as you're on your way out. No music as such on that way, but as you get to about this point and you're at this kind of edge of the house, you can now start to just faintly hear the kind of music of some sort of music as you're kind of walking up, which as you then make your way further in, you can hear is definitely more orchestral type of band. You can hear multiple instruments, more than you would get in your typical tavern. And as you get up closer, you can definitely start to hear, and you're like, okay. And with that, I am going to.
Oh man, the music's finished.
Or kill the music. Oh,
I changed it.
Hmm.
So again, the music you can have whichever level you want. That's up to you. Just for you, your fact, Stuart, this music should all be royalty free. Non something along the lines.
Yeah, I don't think I'm on anyone's radar to be watching for. Actually, they've got bots that do it
Yeah.
because because they took down my roll me over in the clover when I was making clovers.
No.
Yeah. I got
Really?
copyright. Yeah, I got copyright struck for using that rugby song, and that's like a 50-year-old rug. It was fucking ancient when I was a kid when I heard it first from my dad.
It depends on if it's been re-licensed since then, but with regards to what you're saying, there is a Chopin song in this list, and that is in public domain, no longer licensable.
Oh right.
And the rest of them come from different sources that I have that are part of Foundry. Let me get the right one here, and here we go. Tell me when you loaded. I don't know how long it'll take you to load.
99%.
I'm in.
Oh, nice.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
Are we rolling initiative?
People to kill.
I don't want to roll that many dice. Stu.
oh,
Okay, so
Oh, that's big, isn't it?
So off in front of you, you can now see. Each of you have kind of got your different visions set up, and for you, Stuart, like I said, you can now see what I was talking about, what I've done with your vision.
Oh fucking hell! Yeah, I can see forever.
But
Jesus
also
Christ!
you can see the light and dark. Stuart, was what I was talking about.
Yeah. I can see strips.
Like, you
Oh,
can
look at
still
that!
see-
Could you put light
can
on my
still-
hat, please?
Probably won't need it. Other than the outside here, you can see the house inside very lit up.
I can see I can see Elkinshaw Guard 1, Brad. That's how far I can see.
I used 2 key points and cast dark vision on Sammy.
You don't think you're going to need to?
Oh,
You're going to be
would
here
you
for a
use it
while.
because?
Yeah, if you want to, I can add it to him if you want to.
Is that a thing? You can use key points on other people.
It's a buff. Last for 8 hours.
Is it self though?
It's up to you if you want to. It's up do you want to use them or do you want to not? You may want them for something else or not.
I won't.
Okay.
Sure.
Foreshadowing.
What's that?
Foreshadowing. Do you really want to do that?
Is there any gambling games in this, Brad?
I'll get to that in a minute. So ahead of you, you can see.
Yeah, I head for the blackjack and hooker table.
Because I've got
In
both
front
for
of
that.
you can see the large house is a red kind of stone brick. And you can see the windows from what you can actually see, and you can see through them. The map itself has a few different elements on it. There is the means to be able to walk around on this map and end up on another map. So if you start to load into another map for some reason, you've probably walked into something. You'll know when, such as, for instance, stairs. So there is the potential you move to another map. So if all of a sudden your screen starts doing the loading bar, you know that's what you've done. And the house itself, you can see there's lots of grand windows. The windows themselves are have a really nice kind of well-crafted kind of wooden surround to the windows, and the windows themselves have that kind of LED inside the actual windows, so they're kind of wired windows. And then some of the smaller windows actually have some kind of almost stained glass elements to them as well. Everything about the house itself is very fancy, which you remember from going in before. The first thing you notice as you're walking up is Balasar and Roger are standing at the front of the door with some other guards. So, do you make your way up to them?
Yep.
So you
Will
move
do
your
if you
character-
unpause the game.
I knew that.
Yay!
Balasar sees you coming and says, "Oh my goodness! This can only be one person. Or can it?" He's
Hello.
looking at you, Fenton.
Hello, Balasar. It's me,
My.
Fenton. I've lifted up my mask.
My, Fenton. I didn't even think I would see the day.
I thought I've never been to one of these before, so I thought I'd try and dress appropriately and scrub up
Well,
nicely.
you most certainly have done. Well done. It is impressive.
Thank you.
Now, I must ask, before you all go in, I have to check for any weapons, anything that you shouldn't be carrying on you. So, without me having to check, can you make sure that I can take anything that is considered a weapon?
You can see everything on me, so.
As you can see, I obviously don't have a weapon.
And
just
you're
have my-
standing on someone.
I
Am
have
I?
my staff.
Yeah.
I have my staff.
I just stand there with my arms out, like as you do when you go into a club or into a football ground.
Search me.
Got to go through the metal detector, haven't we?
Beep, 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 beep.
Oh, that's going to be fun for me, innit?
Yeah.
That's why we're all going to walk in behind you, see?
Do you have to hand our tickets in, or just show them, or?
Right, first of all, he says, he looks at you, Quandra, and says, "I'm sorry, milady, but I'm going to have to take that quarterstaff." And then he looks over to you, Belgarian, and says, "I can see you've got one too. I'm going to have to take them. They would be considered weapons in here."
No,
That's
I took
okay.
mine off.
So do I untick that now?
Yeah.
I took mine off, mate.
I might not have refreshed yours in the right time then.
Okay, I've
I took
unticked
mine
mine.
off ages ago.
No problem. You can have my staff.
He says, anything we take, we lock away in a very secure place. It's very well guarded. You haven't got to worry about going missing.
Okay,
And
no
obviously,
problem.
I'm sure you can trust me.
Yep.
Yeah, oh yeah. But no, I left mine back in there.
Okay,
That's why I said I've got my weapons on me.
cool. No, I've all that anyway. Then he turns to you, Leonidas, and goes, I'm sorry, I know it's important to you, but I'm going to need to take that shield as well. No armor as well as arms."
Put it over Quandra's head, and I'd say it's for the rain later. Or if it rains. Actually, I don't say that. I just mimic it basically.
Right.
He says, "Very gentlemanly, but I'm going to have to take it. You're not going to have to worry about rain in this house." Do you give it to him? He puts his arm out for it.
Oh, it's gonna be hard. Queen, you might want to speak to him, mate.
I'll get the strap and I'll put it round as a hat.
Oh dear.
I'll put my thumb up to him.
Say again?
I'll put my thumb up to him like that.
He says, come.
I think you should just give him the
Mark, give
shield.
him the shield, please. So, has anyone
Okay.
else got any weapons? Do I need to worry about?
Where shall I put it, Brad? When I move it, should I just move it to backpack or?
Just put it in your backpack, yeah. Just right click on it and go move to backpack.
Okay. Oh.
Or if you want, you could have left it there and unticked it, because potentially it's still in the house. So
I thought it's okay. It's fine. I've done it now. It's fine. It's not on my body, so.
he turns to you, Sammy,
Mm-hmm.
and says, "Sammy, I'm I know you may need that, but that cane, I realise, is a weapon. I was with
How
you
do
when
you
you
know
used
it's
it.
a weapon? How?
I was with you when you used it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he
he
was.
was.
He wasn't. I think
It's
the
not the
find
druid you're looking for.
He's
I
As nice,
I
as
think
nice
the find.
as a cane as
pimp
that
walking
is,
along.
Hang on, Brad. Just I think the find. I didn't use the cane. I was using my stones when we fought.
You was, but at one point you did take it out.
I don't think I did.
Yeah. You've taken it out twice since you've had it. One was against users, and one was in the other fights, and all of the other fights were with him.
I need it for walking. I got a bad limp.
Because I'm sure you're going to manage, strong man. As he leans over to you to get it, he kind of taps on your shoulder and says, "I know that there's not much I can do about that." Referring to your armor.
Fine. I gracefully hand over the walking cane.
And then he turns around to Fenton and Quinn and says, "You two are all pretty quiet, and I want to trust you."
I'm still standing here with my arms out.
Search me.
The only thing that could be considered a weapon is my book here. But I mean,
I've been told that my wit is quite threatening.
Yes, certainly. Lacks a bit late in some evenings, I'm sure.
He knows you a bit too well, mate.
Yes. And I'm gasping now. Come on,
Don't
me old
worry,
mucker.
there's
Let's get cracking. Let's go and have a drink.
Certainly drink.
Let's
Certainly drink to behold.
Exactly.
Adam, I need you to roll a deception check.
okay.
Versus Balasar.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
Where is that? Where? I don't know where I'm. Oh wait, it's a 9.
Unless you want to come clean now.
It's too late. It's 9.
You may win. Right, have you rolled?
9.
Yeah, he got 9.
Says no, Missy, no. He's got 19.
Oh. That's quite high.
He says, "Come on, lady, hand it over."
Distinct possibility you got caught.
Okay, here you go. And I hand him 2 of the 3 knives that are in my holster.
Fenton, I'm gonna take your word on this one, Fenton.
Thank you.
Do you hand him the dagger, Adam?
There's multiple daggers on that holster.
He said he handed in 2 of the 3.
2 of the 3.
Make another check with disadvantage.
Oh well, that's a 5.
Come on, I've seen how many you carry around with you.
Sorry, I forgot about this one. You never be too careful in these streets, yeah.
So untick and we'll make sure you've got an untick.
Yes, fine.
You want. So that was 3 daggers, wasn't it?
It was. Oh, Fenton, I know what you mean now. I feel so naked.
See? It's quite hard
I'm
being
having
without
trouble walking now.
weapons and armour.
Might fall over in a minute.
I do have this bottle of wine, but it's a gift, so I presume I can take it in.
Oh yes, no, that's fine. I'm sure he'll be very pleased with that. So just to double check, I've got 3 daggers, 1 mace, 1 shield, 1 quarterstaff.
It's not a mace. It's a walking
Yeah.
stick.
Oh, 1 walking stick. Sorry, sir.
And a brolly.
Safe.
And a brolly.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
He says, "I can certainly take your brolly for you." But think of it this way: if I have done a good job on disarming you, then not only is your stuff going to be safe, but you will be safe. You may enter and do enjoy the party.
Thank
With that, essentially just gestures you on to the door. and
Which
you guys
way's
can
the
walk
bar?
in.
Maybe wait a little bit.
Fuck that.
I'm sure you will find it. Sam. I'm sure you'll sniff it out.
Oh,
Wow.
That's a very good map. I like this.
It is, isn't it?
yeah, excellent,
I've already been peering through the windows.
excellent.
So, just a small note. There are a couple of extra people who are not technically on here because I couldn't bother to just keep adding tons of the same thingy. So, assume there's a couple of extra people milling around. Most of the ones who everyone is named. If you hover over anyone will have a name. Anyone who's got those round silvery borders are going to be someone of more particular note, whereas all the other kind of more common looking non-round tokens,
The
they're
3D
more
ones.
yeah, they're more your kind of common ones. But the ones that have got the actual proper token with an image, those ones are all more intriguing. They all seem like that's someone more worthy to talk to. So as you can see, you've walked into this kind of main hall, and in this main hall, it goes up, and it is a kind of two kind of height kind of room, and above you, you can see that there are chandeliers above you, and obviously in front of you, you can see the stairs that go up, and they go up to a balcony. There are a couple of people sitting down out there, and just to the right of them stairs, just to the right side of the stairs there, you can again see the same guard as what you saw earlier. The royal guard is standing effectively here. You can see him if you mouse over him, and you can see him. He's got all the guards you see have all got weapons sheathed and are standing there. None of them looking like they're ready to fight or anything like that. They've got their weapons sheathed and they're just standing there monitoring the situation, looking around. And you can definitely see that there's definitely a good few guards on hand. The other thing you notice is as you walk in, Roger comes walking in behind you and walks over here to this small cupboard. Disappears in, and moments later comes out without all of the gear that you just took off. And then he goes back and stands outside. So you know that your gear has gone into that little cupboard.
A lock that clicked then, Brad, I heard.
Yeah, awesome door opening.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought I had a click like that. I was
Yeah,
like,
there's a
what?
door opening as he opened the door. Sound
Oh,
effects.
As also as you walk in, you're kind of walking in, you're looking around, remembering the place when you kind of came in here before. The music is definitely what you can hear coming from the room just to your right hand side. You can see that some of the doors are open, some of the doors are not. You assume that doors being open is a welcome, kind of welcoming you in. As you kind of step right in, kind of all looking around, you can see right in front of you is the black mask with the golden trim and another kind of similar sized kind of figure standing just behind them. And immediately he sees you and goes, aha, my guests. Welcome to an evening of fun. Do enjoy all what we've got to offer. We have games in the back room, and he points kind of north up here. We have some games in the back room, and we have an esteemed deck master who's coming to run some of them games from a casino in the Lorgard Spires. And over in, and he points over to the right-hand side, over in the main dance hall, you'll also find an alesmith. An alesmith, if you're not sure, is a guild of fine craftsmen who make very, very exotic, shall we say, drinks. I know that all of you may want to try one. You can essentially try one of those for free, and then they'll charge you after that. But wine, ale, mead, whatever you like, they will all be free for the whole evening. And if you would also like to try some exotic foods, if you go into the hall and he kind of gestures up to the north of the hall, at the top of the hall there is the kitchen where my staff are currently working away on some fantastic global dishes. And if you would like any of those, you could probably just poke your head round and one of those will be able to take the order of whatever you want, and they'll get that cooked for you.
What was the owl people called, Brad?
An alesmith.
No, you said that on the right hand side there was something like Was it some? I can't remember what you said at the beginning.
Yeah. So
Merch.
ahead of you
Yeah.
is the deck master, who is effectively a man from a casino in the Lord Spires, who, as far as you're aware, in terms of the name deck master, you assume is like a games master for running some sort of game. And then off to the right is the main dance hall where you can hear the music from, and in there located is the alesmith, and then to the top of that you've got the kitchen where they will serve you food. On top of that, now in your journals, in Luminor information, you did see that there was games in there. I'm also going to add another one now, which is the exotic food and drinks. So the drinks from the alesmith, they will provide you one of, and any after that will be 10 gold. So, what do you guys do? Levi just said.
As soon as he said the first words, I'd gone
Free drink.
I went to accost the waiter that I saw wearing a tray. So he starts talking to me, welcome people, blah blah blah, and then like he goes, in the hall to the right there is the food and drink, and I'd gone.
Fair enough. The rest of you heard what was going on. As you get up there, Fenton, that is a male waiter, and he's holding a tray of hors d'oeuvres. And he goes, "Oh, so yeah."
Thanks. I'll take the tray. Where's the ale?
I'll take the tray.
Okay, and then he just walks off back towards the kitchen, back towards the north.
All right, so that's where I go then, following him.
He kind of stops here and turns around when you're following him and goes, "Can I help you, sir?"
Ale.
Oh, and he points over. He points over to the guy in red, just over here.
All right, yeah, okay. Thank you.
Disappear the kitchen.
All right.
You
Where's
have your
the free
tray
drink?
So
Fire
you help me go through-
crackling.
Yeah, nice.
Sweet.
What was that?
The
Firebug crackling.
Oh yeah.
I'd
So
like to
you
talk
come
to
up to
Levi.
the alesmith, and he goes, "Ah, good sir. What can I get to you? What exotic drink would you like? These are from across the world, all the different lands around the world. We've travelled, we've picked up our ingredients, and we've brought them here to serve drinks for you. What could I get you?"
Just an ale to start off with.
Just an ale to start off with? Certainly, that would be not a problem. And he reaches down, he's got like underneath his desk, he's obviously got like multiple kegs, and he's just like, "There you go, good sir."
I see the others coming in, and I'm like, over here, this way. Yeah. Thanks, just keep them coming, mate.
He sees you come up, Belgarian, and you conjure, and he's just like, "Aha, more people. So drinks from around the world, the ingredients we've bought here, just so we can make a fine drink from you, from different locations of the world.
One
What could I get?"
of the strangest ones you've got, please.
He points to the list on the drinks list, and he points down them and says, "These are all the different ones that we've got from around the world. These are our speciality exotic drinks. So if you would like one of these, choose one." So these are all on like a blackboard on the side of there.
Oh right, I guess, yeah.
So if you go to Luminor,
Yeah, I'm
in
looking.
Made with
Yeah, you're
plankton.
Oh no! From Ergh Golf.
What's plankton?
It's what whales eat. You know, the minute little things that float in the sea. Can't see them. SpongeBob SquarePants. You know, you got the green thing, plankton.
Tiny little sea fish and sea
Ugh.
creatures. But well, sir, do not say that until you've tried them, because I don't just mush them up and put them in the drink.
I'm sure it's very nice.
I would like to try the sapphire salts, please.
Okay. So he turns around behind him. He's got a couple of different bits there.
Ooh. And I'll have a
you say, lady?
Thank you very much.
Cinnabar flame tongue.
I'll be doing that one as well.
Okay, so the sapphire salts, he says, as he's there making it, he's there, and you see him. He kind of got like lots of little bags and boxes and stuff like this over the back, and he seems to be kind of reaching into them and everything. So this drink is made with caramelized salts from the Track Sands Canyon, over just not far from Cinnabar Sands, in the south of there. And what he hands you is kind of like a tall kind of glass, fairly wide kind of glass as well. And it's a kind of, has like a brownish kind of bottom, almost from a sand kind of up. And as it starts to get to the top, it almost starts to turn into a reddish kind of colour. And then on top, you can see there's like a sprinkling of salt on top, and it's sitting on kind of like almost a foamy top.
You make me thirsty now. I'm going to go get my beer. Hold on.
You two
No, I'm going to try a prismatic bliss.
Prismatic bliss. Okay, so this one can be the damn for some people.
Oh, fun.
So he turns around and, without too much trouble, he comes back and he's got a long, thin glass, fairly tall, and he hands it to you. And as you look at it, it looks like water until you look at it just for a second, and you see inside it is this kind of glitter that's kind of just floating around, kind of on its own. It kind of seems to be moving, even though the drink isn't moving. It just seems to be moving itself, hovering, and it's almost a rainbow-esque kind of glitter that glitters in the light, and you see it. And he essentially hands you that and says, "There you go, sir. Very refreshing drink. This one's made from the spring water in the glistening valley." So you can drink your drinks?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, your prismatic bliss, is a refreshing sweet kind of water, except it's got hints of lemon and other citruses, kind of fruits in it. It's a very kind of refreshing watery drink.
Cool.
With drinking that, could you roll a d20 for me, please?
Just a d20, yeah?
Yeah.
No.
What start?
Oh, look at that.
I'm gonna make a note of this. I'm surprised that
You die.
happened on the first one.
What was that? A natural one?
19.
No, that was a 19.
Oh, 19.
You, as you're drinking it, at first it's kind of refreshing, and you're like, it's not as exciting as you thought. But then as you start to drink it, you get this kind of weird, almost kind of floaty kind of sensation, and you're a bit like, okay. And then all of a sudden, you just like, you feel luckier. You have a luck point, which is the same as an inspiration point for 24 hours.
Oh, cool.
1, 2.
So, Candy, do you drink your drink?
I do.
So, your one is a very kind of thick, almost salted caramel type of drink with a very frothy top to it. It's got a kind of bit of texture that's almost got a crunch of salt to it, but the caramelness is really nice and sweet, and it's really enjoyable. Can I get you to also roll me a d20, please?
Yep.
I seem to have lost the map for some reason. I'll be back because I need to check my recording because I can't see the green dot.
I know Adam's battery's gone on his camera as well.
Yeah.
7.
Oh yeah.
Things go wrong left, right, and centre. Stop it! I got it all to work on outside.
I rolled 7.
A 7. A drink of it. This is made from oasis water and many of the spices that you get in Cinnabar Sands. Be careful with this one though. This one's definitely a bit risky. And he hands you kind of like a very thin, narrow kind of glass, not overly tall, and the liquid in it is just a thick red, no foam, just thick red, flat on top, fairly dull. But he says, don't let appearance kind of make you assume it's not a difficult one. Do you drink it?
Drink it.
Okay, you drink it, and you're
take it.
expecting.
Hold on, this is the one I've got as well, I think.
Okay, he hands you the same thing as well. He says, and you, sir, here you go. and you kind of look at it, and as I said, it's a kind of rather unassuming red kind of drink. As you drink it, there's a really kind of spicy kind of drink that you instantly, as you start to drink it, you can feel almost like an inflammation in your throat, but not enough that's kind of hurting you as such. But it's also really refreshing. There's kind of tastes of kind of different spices, but they're fairly light, and it's almost kind of got a chyness to it, kind of in terms of spice. And yeah, you really enjoy it. So can I get both of you to roll a d20, please?
Your camera's on, yeah.
19.
19.
19.
Bloody hell.
Well,
3
Yeah.
19s
Yeah.
on that drinking roll.
right, so you guys are drinking it, and as you're drinking it, you can tell it's almost burning as it goes down. You can kind of feel it. Each kind of mouthful you take, it's
You
not
can't really see it.
normal thin liquid. It's got a little bit of thickness to it, and as you drink it, you can almost feel it kind of burning down your insides. You kind of are aware that it could have definitely gone the opposite direction, but you rolled so well. Both of you two have fire breathing for 12 hours, which is the equivalent action of what a Dragonborn would have for fire breathing.
Excellent.
For 12 hours, you can do one burst of dragon breath's fire.
One, yeah.
Yeah.
Both me and Leo were looking at each other going, rah, rah.
Yeah.
As you kind
Yeah,
of
ready, we're ready.
as
Let's
you
do a
that,
dragon
you
battle.
It's
you
like
have almost
two
little bit
Godzillas. You know
You have
full well
almost-
that you're going to open up a door and there's both of us with burnt heads. And then someone just closes the door and just leaves us to it.
as you two are roaring at each other, there's a little bit of spittle that comes out your mouth and lands on your arm, and as it does, it just kind of a little bit of flame you just see on your arm.
Oh, this is good. Who can we
So
burn,
Quinn,
Leo?
Quinn, what
We
would you
burn
say
Fennon.
to-
I just want to say thank you for inviting us, and I've procured this bottle of wine for you. Say thank you.
Oh, that is fantastic, milady.
I point at Quinn.
I would most certainly take your gift. Thank you very much for that, and I hope you have a really good night.
I
And he
nod.
takes the drink, and he kind of just stands there holding it for now, waiting for other people waiting for guests, if there's any more guests to arrive, that kind of thing.
Leo's standing there holding his breath.
Sammy, what are you up to?
I just been wandering around. Not really. I was just wandering around and seeing what's happening.
So the main thing that definitely you start to feel, Sammy, is you're in awe of some of the craftsmanship that's around this house. Some of the artwork, some of the carvings of the woodwork, some of the kind of ironmongery and stuff. Some of it is just has had such a level of care and attention that you can tell that it would have took weeks, months to make some of these different parts. So you, at the moment, you're definitely in awe of how nice the furnishings of this house is.
Yeah. I'm very impressed with the delicacy of the workmanship, and just wandering around appreciating it.
He's wandering around going, oh, this is lovely. And there's me and Leo going, raw, pretending to be dinosaurs in the background. Leonardus, I'm Godzilla, you're Godzuki. Right?
Yeah.
Raw.
Literally, it's going to fire bug crackling now. That's what you two need to do now.
Right, so is it the dragon? Is it the breath weapon? Yeah, on the.
Breath weapon of a Dragonborn. the
Fucking
fire
hell, that
breath.
does some damage.
Yeah,
No.
it does.
Okay.
It's also an air effect, so it hits whatever's in the area.
All right.
So don't sneeze by accident when you're at the party.
Oh.
Yeah.
I get some pepper.
the Owlsmith's just like no. He pulls it away from you, Bulgarian.
Bam.
I'd start looking at the exotic food now that I've seen what the drinks can do.
$5 crackling.
Leo, come on, let's go get some of this mental food.
Yeah, I'm up for that.
I'm joining them.
The Elsmith overhears you and he says, "I'm sorry, but the food, while impressive in taste, won't have the exciting effects that my drinks do."
But I wanted to be a displacer shark beast. There was a mammoth spider.
He says, "I'm sure you most certainly try it. It's again food from around the world."
Oh,
Oh,
I wanted to turn into a mammoth.
From watching the guy at work, as you was watching him work, he was doing more than just mixing ingredients.
He was casting a spell.
Yeah, more so definitely you, Pondra, and also you, Leonidas. You notice that his hand movements are more than just putting in ingredients. His hand movements have a somatic kind of the same as you would when you're casting a spell, but as he's doing that and making a drink. So you're assuming that.
So he's doing like a Tom Cruise cocktail type thing with his hands and the drinks.
Yes, yeah.
Except his didn't work on me.
No. Well, it depends on what you roll. And in fairness, you all got very lucky.
I didn't. I rolled 7. I got nothing.
There is the lower rolls though, which you didn't see.
Yeah, I'm sure there's probably like you instantaneously fucking spontaneously combust.
As you're standing there, one of these kind of nobles kind of just over to the side here.
I move
you can
away.
Turn around. As you look at him, he has the same as what you had, Belgarian. He has that large watery drink, and he's drinking it and he's sipping it, and you can see him, his eyes look a bit funny every now and again, and then he kind of carries on drinking it, and then all of a sudden he just kind of stops and doesn't move. And you just see, almost in his eyes are just kind of flicking and looking around, and you have no idea what he's looking at. And you kind of look around, see what he's looking at, and he's got the drink in hand, and he's just standing there looking, and just doesn't move. Just doesn't move for a while.
Okay.
You have no idea what he's looking at, but he certainly seems to see something.
I go to him, okay, what's just happened to him then? To the owl bloke.
What did you say? Who said it to?
I say it to the bloke who's doing all the sorting out the drinks.
What did you say to him?
I say, what's happened? Yeah, what's happened to him?
He's enjoying his very much, I'm sure. But that's the fun of these drinks.
Okay.
Not for the faint of heart.
I probably enjoyed.
I'm glad you enjoyed.
But I'm going to get some grub.
Okay, so you can move about as you want, guys. And if there's something, I'm looking for where people move. If people want to talk to people, you can. So
We've got to go over to here for the special grub, yeah?
That's the kitchen, yes. You can see the kitchen inside there. Just as you get there, the waiter's coming back out with a new tray.
Yeah, Fenton. Take a try again.
Yeah. Hold on. Come here, mate. Thank you. I dance round him and take it off of him and then move back over to us.
He lets you have it without any real difficulty in any kind of.
Yeah, I found some of these little picky food things.
Cool.
And this time the one you've got, Fenton, seems to have a very fishy, very strong sea smell.
Oh no! I don't want no fish. I'd give the plate to Bulgarian.
I don't want it.
I'm all over it, Brad.
Yeah. Sorry, Leonard. There you
yeah,
go.
we'll give it to the
give it to the birds. Yeah. No fish for me.
He'll probably just chug it.
Excuse me, Mr. Chef.
So the maid comes walking over. She seems to be assisting, helping out.
Oh.
How can I help you? Is it an order you want?
Yes, please.
Okay, what can I get you?
What would you like, Bulgarian?
I'm gonna try the crispy warg flank strips.
Okay, one of those. Anything else?
Leo?
Yeah, it's got face in hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah. Are these the ones that are free, but then they cost 10 gold after it?
No, these
These-
ones are
these food.
free for you to try. The drinks are the ones that cost the 10 gold off.
Oh, okay. I'll have a mammoth kebab and a displacer beef steak, please, mate.
Sure, sure.
Could I have a sample plate of all, please?
Yeah, we can do that.
I didn't know that was an option. Tapas.
What did you order?
I have a
Sample plate of all,
please.
That sounds like a plan.
If you're
actually.
going to try it, then you've got to
Yeah.
try it.
That sounds like a plan. I'll have some of that, please.
Are you all together? Shall I just bring out a big plate with different bits?
Yeah,
on it?
why not?
Yes, please.
Yes,
Okay,
please.
that's, I'll tell the cook. We'll get on that. Give us 5-10 minutes, and I'll come find you.
Cool.
No worries. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Can
so
I
who's doing?
walk over to this group of people?
Where are you? Yep. Right. So as you walk over, the thing that immediately strikes you is there's two nobles, and they're talking to this guy. You can see his mask. He's got a really fancy kind of mask on. On top of that, the mask itself, you can see he's got some sort of like material headdress. In terms of your readings and research and kind of being well read and stuff, you know that the kind of clothing he's wearing, even though it's not necessarily particular to here, he's wearing what would be very desert flowing type of clothes. The material kind of almost turban-esque type of headgear he's got, as well as his clothes. They're very colourful as well. They've got lots of purples, lots of reds, and he's got a very elaborate mask of kind of like two different kind of faces on. And as you walk over, sees you kind of walking over, you can see his name there. And I can't find it. Tell me his name.
Emissary Antari Niaz Safris.
Yeah, so as you walk over to him, he's talking to the others, and then as he sees you approach, he goes, "Oh, join the conversation. Please, lady." He says, "Please let me introduce myself. I am Antari Niaz Safris. Nice to meet you."
Nice to meet you.
He says, "I've heard of you. I see you come in with the other group that come in, and Levi's already told me that you guys have been very useful to the town so far."
Yes, we have. Yeah. My name is Quinn.
Nice to meet your acquaintance, Quinn.
What brings you to this ball tonight?
I'm an emissary from the Cinnabar Sand. Levi has many friends that he's made around the world, and every time he has one of these balls, he invites many people from around the world. It's almost a place where we can come, and sometimes we talk politics, sometimes we just come to relax. I'm here just to show face. As he's talking to you, roll a perception check.
Okay. Oh, don't worry, I'll go over 10 today at some point. That'd be
Roll with advantage.
Is your
Roll with
camera
advantage.
failed?
No, that's better.
Is your really nice camera failed?
It has. It's battery.
That's a shame.
Said about the battery.
He's
30
looking
20.
straight at you. So
That's 30
What'd you
20.
get?
30 20.
30-20, okay. As you're looking at him, he's kind of talking to you. At first, you don't notice it, and then as you're kind of looking at him, you look and you see his eyes between the mask, and you notice they're very white. And at the point when you notice his eyes, he then kind of has a bit of a squint at you, and he turns round, and in a different language, in Quarry or
Yeah.
Kiori,
Okay, yeah.
he says to you, "No spirit name. Is Quinn it, or is there a spirit name?" He says, "Mine is Tarry."
Tarry. Well, I speak back to him in the same language. Well,
Mhm.
I was given this name by a friend. I had no name before that. I can remember.
So you don't know your spirit?
I do not. Hey.
You immediately recognise as he's saying this, he's the same race as you.
Okay.
He says, "Well, that's intriguing. Intriguing, Quinn. Maybe you should come visit me sometime, Quinn. I'm quite busy of late, but if you make your way round to me into Cinnabar Sands, if you come to Amberstrad in the city and you come to the main Sultan's temple, you'll find me there. I'm easy to get hold of. If you go there, most people will know who I am. And if you come, maybe I'll have the means to help you find what your spirit is.
That'd be
It seems a shame that you don't know your spirit.
that'd be good. I've never met anyone like me before. Yeah, most people would assume I'm like a standard human like everyone else.
He then talks to you the same way you talk, telepathically. He says, "Well, I'm glad you've met another, and I hope you have a good evening, lady."
Thank you.
And then he goes back to talking in normal language and starts continuing the conversation with the others because they look a bit weird at first, but he continues the conversation and carries on like what they was talking about. They just seem to be talking about like the kind of desert, and these two nobles seem to be like, "Oh, God, is it really that hot there?"
I'm going to grab a drink.
Okay, what are you going to grab?
Yeah, I'll say to Quinn, you got to come and try one of these drinks, mate.
Belgarian's
lady,
ushering
sorry.
you over. Belgarian, where you're standing, Belgarian, the guy next to the noble, this guy here,
Yep.
looks awfully familiar. Do you recognise the name?
Oh, no, that's a good question.
Go and check out some of your notes that I've written for you. And when you find it, you can let me know. Who else is doing what?
I'm waiting for the food, Brad.
I've
Yep.
gone. I've seen a lady with a lovely black dress, and gone to introduce myself.
Aha. So, as you walk over, immediately the first thing that strikes you is there's this very tall kind of figure here with quite a daunting kind of almost.
No, that's not the first thing I
yeah,
noticed. I can assure you of that. That is peripheral vision at best.
And then the next one standing next to him is a dwarf who obviously looks very different because considering the sizing. Wearing kind of a very he's got his beard, but his beard is kind of all been tied up into what would normally be this fancy kind of all very prepared beard. Now looks like it's on purposely been tousled into what looks like loads of almost tentacle-esque kind of things, and is wearing almost like a pirate hat with a weird kind of mask, a very almost bone kind of mask. And the lady that you walk up to as you kind of get there, she says, "Ah, sir, I can see a well-dressed man ahead of me."
My lady, my breath has been taken away. You are very, very, very lovely.
She says, "Indeed, indeed. I often get that compliment, but I will always take more." She says, "I'm Lady Marie Lemore."
My name's Fenton. Pleasure to meet you.
Well, it's certainly a pleasure to meet you, Fenton. What brings you here tonight, Fenton?
Food and drink, to be perfectly honest. I've never been to one of these before. And a fancy ticket. I showed a ticket.
You do still have the tickets. They did.
Yeah. I would have fought, as you said, I would have fought for it to keep it.
No, they did leave them with you because it has got your name on it. It is like a memento.
Have
She
you
says,
been
"Food
to
and drink,
these?
and it's done for such a thing."
Don't tell me you've not had one of these lovely drinks. I'll point over to the, what's his name over in the corner?
The Owlsmith. She says,
Owlsmith.
the Owlsmith. I'm saving myself for a bit later. I will certainly have one later.
Perhaps we'll meet again later, Miss Lemore.
Indeed, Fenton.
I take her hand and kiss her hand, and then I go off and go get some grub.
I have Oh, sorry.
As you kiss her hand, she kind of laughs and says, "Careful, it may cost you." As you walk away.
I think I'm prepared to pay the price.
Do you say that to her?
Yeah.
Okay, she says, "The price is not always in everyone's league."
We shall
Would I,
see.
Brad, would I have heard that conversation from where I'm standing or not? Is it too far?
Probably not. There's the music
Yeah.
going on, and there's a general hubbub of noise.
Yeah.
Different people talk and stuff. You probably wouldn't. You're generally going to have to be within about 10 feet of people to hear what they're saying.
Yeah, I know that is.
So, Quandra, what did you want to do? You were just about to say something.
I've come down to Rupert and Daphne.
Yes.
Relu, the people that we
Oh, they're the
brought
people
back
we
from the
saved.
caves. They are.
They are.
Ah.
And I'm going to come over. And I'm just basically going to just be asking them how they are and how
At
they're
first, they
doing.
don't recognise you. At first, they see you come over.
So.
And obviously, you're all more fancy dressed up as such, but you're a little bit more easy. And after looking for a second, they look. Their masks are smaller kind of masks. Forgot to do my thing. No, I forgot to. I was too busy even thinking, but I did actually care.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
But they're effectively all wearing. They're both wearing thin masks like this. So you can recognise them fairly easy, and it only takes like as you start asking questions. They're like, "Oh, thank you again for the rescue. It was a horrible affair. Daphne definitely has been a bit more wobbly on her feet for this past week, but we seem to be getting okay."
I'm just wondering.
I'll wear my mask. Let me go and get it from the bedroom.
Do you remember anything about that day?
In what regards? What happened?
Yeah, why? What happened to you? Why you think you were taken away by the rats? And did you see anything in the sewers before we arrived, or hear anything?
No, most of it was those larger rats kind of walking around. What seemed to be communicating to the smaller ones, it's hard to tell. We couldn't understand it. As for why they took me, Rupert kind of then says, "I can only assume that I'm an important person in the town. Maybe that was it, but we have no. We didn't get anything for sure. We mostly cowered in the corner, hoping they wouldn't pick us."
Sorry to ask, Rupert, but what is
No,
your
that's fine.
importance in the town? Obviously, I'm new here. I don't know everybody, so just curious.
I am a secretary to the Merchants Guild. I am important in that I control a lot of the funds that come into the Merchants Guild from different members. They often come in and pay me, and I also do some of the books on some of the other merchant trades and stuff that goes in and out of Elkinshaw by boat.
Okay. And anything unusual lately with that? Anything that stands out?
Trade has been a little bit down. Trade has definitely been a little bit down. It's not what I would be expecting, but sometimes trade goes up and down, so maybe it's just that. But it's not out. It's not out in a big way, so nothing to be too concerned with yet.
And do you mind me asking if you knew the other person that was with you that unfortunately didn't make it?
All I knew was he was from the boat. He must have been one of the deckhands from the boat itself. I remember seeing him on the boat.
Okay, so there's no one from the town or anybody that you would know?
I don't know if he had family. I didn't ask.
Okay, well, it's been lovely to see you, and I'm glad you're recovering well. Putting the darkness behind you, and I'll talk to you again soon.
Indeed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let me just quickly get my tobacco to Rachel's mouth. What do you want to pack on?
Where's David gone?
Sorry.
Me? I'm watching a card game, I think.
Aha. So in where you are, let's move this over. So in where you are, you can see that they're currently 2 nobles and the deckmaster. And the deckmaster, as you walk in, he kind of sees you walk in and he picks up the cards and he kind of does like a almost juggling with the cards, but they go up in such a fantastic arc and then come down in such a straight line, and he catches them all again, and then he just starts doing other tricks before he then immediately goes to then deal them out to the 2 people who are there. Kind of a little flourish seeing you walk in the door.
Showing off, basically.
I've made my way there as well because I just want to see what was going on.
So he doesn't talk to you specifically. He's more so focused on the game at the moment.
No, that's cool. What? I'll watch a round or two. I might join in a minute.
He seems to be playing generally 21 blackjack with him. He seems to be playing that, and they're not doing too well. They generally seem to keep losing money to him.
I'll join in.
You watch for a bit, and you don't feel there's anything iffy going on as such. So you'd like to join in?
Yeah, go
on. Good sir, good sir. You would like to join in this game? This is blackjack.
round.
Are you aware of the rules?
Yep.
I'll watch one round first.
Okay, good. It'd be 5 or 10 gold buy-in. What would you like to pay?
I'll go 5. Go on.
5 gold. Okay, sir. He takes 5 gold and just immediately slips it in a pocket. Okay, so he's like, and here we go. So you see the rules there. You need the 2 10s. Oh, 10. No, I should have had on me.
Go on, David.
Hang on, I'm just getting rid of my 5 gold.
Go on, David.
So he puts the 2 cards down for you, puts the 2 cards down for him.
So I roll them.
Yep, so you're going to roll your 2 dice. So you see that the 1 can count as an 11 or a 1.
Twist.
Right. Yeah, twisting. I'll have another card.
Okay, so what was that? 3 and 5. 3 and... where is it?
He was on 5. 2 and 3.
I'm on 5.
Cool. Okay, 5.
Oh.
14. You got to go again,
14.
mate.
Yeah, I'll go again. One more.
Okay.
17.
Oh, I could go for a 5-card trick, couldn't I? Do I go for a 5-card trick? Yeah, go on. I'll go for a 5-card.
5-card trick isn't in these rules.
In which case I'll wait. I'll stick it out.
You'll stick on 17.
Yeah.
He says, "Oh, good sir. Well done." He hands you 10 gold back.
Hey.
That puts me on 100 man.
Would the sir like another round?
No, I'll take my winnings and I may come back a little bit later.
I will play one round.
At the point you went to play, the other 2 didn't play, but potentially you can all play together. And the winnings might be more.
Yeah, it puts me at 141 gold.
Oh, lady, are you aware of the rules, miss?
Yes.
Okay. So that'd be 5 gold or 10 gold? How would you like to play?
5, please.
Gold, okay.
Is it a 10 dice, yeah?
Takes 5, disappears in the pocket, so 2 10s.
Which one's a 10? Is that a 10, babe? Babe?
The one that looks like...
One's got a 0.
What, extra 5?
0?
Yeah.
Yeah. 4. So I'll roll
Roll it
again. 7.
Yeah, go on.
And I will roll it
Take
again.
another one. You're on 11.
Go on, get a 0.
8.
Oh, nice.
19.
And I'll stick.
Well done, lady. Well done. And he hands you 10 gold.
Thank you very much.
I can't believe you both beat me by 1.
I go up
Well done.
5 gold.
So either add the 5 gold.
Yep, I just added 5 gold.
Yeah, or add the 10 if you took it all off. Because you essentially double your money there.
Yep. That was fun. What are these other games?
So if he plays against one of you, he'll play, and he won't take any of the winnings. If he plays against multiple of you, he's going to take some of the winnings.
Can I get a drink?
Yes. From the Alsmith?
Yeah.
Ah, yes. What can I get you?
Hello. I do like the sound of the sea mist.
Ah, sea mist.
Were we here for a reason? Quandra.
No.
You were invited to have fun because you did good for the town, and
Okay.
Yes.
I knew that he could invite you and said to you that potentially you could find extra information that may be useful to you, or meet new people that might be useful for you.
So far, has happened. So
We've only been in
So
one
the sea
room.
mist. So he says to you, this is made from plankton, from the ergh gull. And as he starts, he kind of turns around, gets you this kind of big, weird, almost martini-esque kind of glass. You can kind of see him, he's kind of sprinkling stuff in it and stuff. And when he hands it to you, it's a fairly clear liquid, but as you kind of lift it up, it has a kind of shimmer of blue to it. And then there's just something almost salt-like kind of floating in it.
Does it look like he's drinking sea monkeys?
Yes, that's about the closest thing it does.
Well, I'm glad I didn't have that one. That looks disgusting.
There's like a small strip of seaweed just laying in it. So there you go, miss. Enjoy.
Thank you. I take small sips. Can I ask whereabouts is the Aries Gulf?
The ergh Gulf is to the south. It's a small strip of kind of ocean below the south, below where all the jungles are. There's a couple of islands dotted down that way as well.
Have I been there,
Generally not
Brad?
frequent very much. What's that?
Have I been there?
No, not somewhere that technically any of you have been.
Okay.
Very far south. So Adam, drinking the sea mist, the mist,
Drinking the sea
as
monkeys.
as you start to drink it, there's almost like a bubbliness in front of your face. It's not wet, but it just gives you this weird kind of almost tickly sensation every time you're lifting the glass up to your mouth. And it's a very kind of light, fruity drink. Kind of more kind of berries, kind of summery kind of berries, but it has this twang of saltiness from the seaweed that you essentially put into it. Could you roll me a d20, please?
Can. Oh, that's a 19.
No way! No way!
I give up.
I want to roll shit in a minute. You have water breathing for the next 30 minutes.
Wonderful. Is there a pond anywhere?
There's a well up there.
Gills and everything.
No, not quite to that level.
Oh,
That wouldn't be very appetizing for people to come drink off the Alsmith if all of a sudden they start growing extra appendages.
Now that's what your drink looked like, Adam.
Where? Can't see it.
Yep. Sea monkeys. Is that right? Sea monkeys?
Yeah.
Yeah, it isn't quite that. Man.
No,
It's very fine. It's very fine.
All
Not
salty.
actual
Oh.
I like the look and the taste.
And the crunchy texture.
Okay, so who else is doing what?
I say to Jasan, is that Jasan standing there?
It is, and he turns
Hello.
to you and goes, Bulgarian. I thought you'd notice me. The mask he's got is a very plain mask, a very kind of white mask. You can kind of see that's not actually his hair sticking out the back. You remember his hair being very, very short, almost very thin buzz cut type, really short. He's got kind of almost like feathery material bits that are all sticking out from the hair, almost make it look like he's got hair. But as I said, plain mask.
It's Vega.
You kind of yeah, wearing. You can kind of see the outfit he's wearing, and it's very reminiscent of a monk's type of outfit, but a lot more fancier. You've kind of seen these sort of robes around before in your monastery. They're more ceremonial kind of robes. They've got lots of embroidery of dragons, in kind of different reds and golds and stuff like that. And the actual color itself is more like a kind of creamy kind of color of creams and kind of greys.
Okay. And I say to him, yeah, been sent here to look for some missing people. We come to a dead end at the moment.
Okay. I have attended tonight. In place. He says,
Right on, Chris.
I've attended in the stead of our master Lin Ray. There was no point in him attending this. He generally doesn't. He generally sends someone else. So this time I get to enjoy this. I don't normally get to come, but I've also come to be able to talk to you, just to check up on how it's going. And as you said, it doesn't seem to be going well. Is there anything I can assist with? Anything?
I'll tell him like the gist of what's happened, and like we found a book and where we got to with it, and
okay, that's definitely a bit of a head scratcher. I can't. You haven't got much to go on. That is a certainty. So you don't know who you're looking for. Like obviously the missing people, but you don't know who potentially would have taken them. You've got no signs as to who they are. No. Well, sometimes these things may take a bit of time to be able to root out. As much as we may want to get these things done fast paced, sometimes intelligence gathering is a slower business.
Yeah, well, it's worrying the fact they've been gone almost a month, so over a month now. So,
indeed, people will go missing, and as much as tragic as that can be, we can only do our best to make sure that more people don't go missing. One thing I did want to hand you, actually, I didn't give him to you once you'd gone. He hands you 2 sheets of paper. They're about this big. He says, if you need to get in contact with us, write a message on it and throw it in the air. He essentially hands you 2 pieces of magical paper that are. He explains to you these are magical papers that will send the message direct to us. We will get it on the other side, back at the monastery.
Cool, thank you.
So you have 2 pieces of paper. He says, I wish I could assist more. I'm in town for the next 3 days. So if there is anything you would like to run by me, maybe I can assist. I'm not really here to pick up the mission. That's down to you. But I'm staying at the Wyvern Inn. I've got a room there. So provided gracefully leave by himself. So if there's something on your mind that you can't quite put together, then maybe you can come by.
Cool, thank you.
Have a good evening.
You too.
Brad.
Yep.
I've gone down to the person with the quite handsome name, but all I'm doing is I'm just wandering past, diverting the waitress back to me, and then walking round again. So I'm kind of looping past Theodore de Poix. Sounds quite Faden Boise, and I divert the waitress, relieve her of her tray, and then no, I'm gonna go down to have a look and see what the piano play people are, and I'm just gonna stand there.
So you leave the tray this time?
No, I take the tray.
Oh, you go to take the tray and you look on it, and there seems to be these pastries that have this kind of weird green grass that's kind of wrapped up almost in a nest.
It's not fish, is it? I ask her.
It's not fish. But what are you after?
Food. I'll try anything.
Okay.
Oh,
Go
no,
ahead. Give you try. They don't seem that worried about you.
Are our platters ready yet?
Oh yes.
Waiting for them.
Starving here, man.
I'll go with
I've gone through so many plates of hors d'oeuvres waiting for my main course. I've basically every waitress I could find in this room, I've relieved their tray, and then yeah, and then I circle back for more ale, and then I wait.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the main course.
Okay. Cool. So you get back, and as you get back, the maid lady comes out, and she's holding a tray, and this tray is about 3 foot wide, and she's kind of holding it under both arms, and she kind of hobbles out, and she kind of makes her way all the way out, kind of over to here to this chair, and says, "Here you go," and puts it down on the chair.
My thanks.
Enjoy. And she walks off again.
Thank you.
Well, let's sample some of these.
I'm tearing off a steak while trying not to look at Marie Lamour.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Where are we?
Actually, I'm taking a look out the windows as well. I start to go like looking around outside in the perimeter and stuff.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm not trying to be creepy there. I'm just I look out this window just to see what's going on there, and then I walk back again.
That's fair enough. Over up the top there, you can see the guard. The guard is walking a route. He's not just stuck still. So this guard that's over here. He's walking kind of
yes. Yeah, that was. I could see him from the door.
Yeah. So he's not stationary. He's moving on a route.
Yeah. Okay. I approve of that. I just watch. So yeah, I'm at the moment. Yeah, I'm not looking at the people inside. As I'm eating, I just wander from window to window, looking outside and watching the perimeter. You
do notice that all the guards still have their weapons. There's also this guard.
Some of them have got spears and some of them have got swords, according to their names.
Yeah, this one over here you can see looks very different. This one seems to be standing very close by to the gentleman who looks somewhat similar in terms of colours and the kind of light robed, kind of flowing type outfit. Again, that kind of purples, oranges, kind of red kind of colours, more kind of golden metal type armour.
Okay.
Again, he's kind of got a big shimmer outside. And as I said, the other guards are all got weapons at their side as well.
Yeah.
And there's the guard, the royal guard, standing in this main hall as well.
I'm just taking a note of their discipline and stuff, and just seeing whether, like, if they stop to chat to each other, or if they're actually committing to their routes and they're doing what they should be, and not kind of just aimlessly chatting and looking around rather than doing their patrols.
Yeah, no, you watch, and you're definitely picking up that they are. You're kind of assuming that this has probably been, like, as you're watching them, you can assume that these are probably best picked. These are picked because they're going to do the job necessary. They don't stop to talk to each other. They generally are constantly on their patrols. You would assume that if there was something they needed to talk to each other with, they potentially could. But you've not seen them stop to loiter or anything like that. They seem very much almost like weapons poised in the sense of not out ready to fight, but poised in the sense of holding them like patrol wise. Again, most of all these ones that you're seeing, all these kind of guards, are the Elkinshaw guards that have that kind of scowl with the kind of bluish tinge to it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's fine. All right, I just carry on eating. As I said, I'm just watching.
Well, I've been sitting here quite a long time. I've just been scanning the room or anything like that. Is there any shiftiness around? Anything a bit
no, not really. Everyone's kind of very much. Everyone seems relaxed. There's no one who kind of seems a bit like meek and stuff. Everyone seems fairly confident. most people are talking to different people as they come over to them, and no one's kind of staying in their own little tight-knit group. Even though I haven't moved many people around here, there are people moving around. There's some dancing in the middle, some of them every now and again break off, and then there's some other nobles who come off. But yeah, you as you're looking around, kind of very carefully watching for at least a good few minutes and stuff, you definitely noticing people look relaxed. It's not, there isn't like you're not picking up anything that there's like a random person standing there looking all thingy, all angry or anything like that. Everyone seems to be enjoying themselves and seem relaxed.
All right.
Can I walk over to this lady in black?
Yep.
Hello, my lady. I give a halfway between a bow and a curtsy.
So hello.
I was just wondering if you would care to dance.
Yeah, sure, why not? About time for dance.
And yeah, I let her lead if she wants to.
Okay. She gets just a moment of okay. It doesn't seem to phase her at all. I mean, you two start dancing to the music.
Yeah.
So, who else?
Where's Sammy been?
He's still bet.
Wonder.
I'm still watching the cards, mate. That's all right. I'm just relaxed.
The thing you notice with the Deckmaster, Dave, as you've been watching him for quite a while, every time someone comes and walks into the room, there's been other people who walked in the room, played for a bit, different people change. Every time someone seems to walk into the room, he does some sort of flourish. And the thing you've noticed for sure is that you feel it's not just standard tricks. You're kind of sure there's something else going on, that it's not just a case of he's very good with a deck of cards. The way they fly in the air, they seem to hover for longer than they should. And sometimes the way he makes things disappear, every now and again he'll have a card and just make it disappear and make it come back. Which to you're kind of amazed at, but at the same time there's just certain things about things he does and you're just like, is
The
that
physics
just...
of it aren't adding up, man.
Yeah,
It's magical.
That's the thing that's kind of coming across to you.
Yeah, there's a bit of magic in the air. That's fine. I can enjoy
I'm
the
loading
magic.
something, mate.
You're certainly enjoying it. It's just like he certainly puts on a good show of the flourishes that he keeps doing every now and again. And he seems very confident and really well spoken to everyone who comes over to him.
I'm loading something. Am I supposed to be loading something? Because I went upstairs.
He's gone upstairs.
Yeah, I'm stuck on 46% now. I don't know if you got to let it go or.
No, it will load. Some of the ones might be more. They will load.
Okay.
Let's see where you go.
Well, I'm gonna make my way to the main hall then and just see what people are up to.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
You got it, Chris?
I can see that you've got it in now. I'm stuck on 46%.
Okay. Could be that it's the larger map or something to do with what's on it.
Okay, man.
Just to hang fire with it a minute and I'll carry on with something else. Let me if it doesn't. If it doesn't.
I'll walk up to Levi.
Say that again?
I'll walk up to Levi.
Oh, yeah.
I'll say, hello, sir.
Ah, hello. Belgarian, isn't it?
Yep.
Are you enjoying the party?
Yeah, thank you very much for the invite. It's a lovely place.
Oh, thank you. Like I said, it would certainly be... You guys, when you came to me last, you certainly had lots of questions, and I thought, you're honoured guest tonight. I'm sure if certain people probably already have recognised who you are as your group. But there's certainly some good people here worth meeting, I'm sure.
Cool. Thank you. Any more disappearances going on? Just thought I'd ask.
They don't normally come to my attention as such. It would be more Balasar who you'd have to really ask about.
Okay.
I only get the final end, if you like, when a job is done or when there's a difficulty.
Okay. Cool.
I'm going to go and talk to Edward and Ella Shmee.
Oh yeah.
I'm just going to introduce myself to them.
I'm guessing you're going to wait. They're generally dancing quite a lot, but you will be able to catch them at a point where they're not dancing. I'm guessing that's
Yeah.
what you'll do.
Yeah. Or I could just stand beside them, dance to myself.
You could? You give it a try?
Never
Yep.
gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm.
I want to dance with somebody.
As we walk past you.
I'm just going to say, nice party and introduce myself to them both.
Hello, Quandra. I myself am Edward, and this is my wife, Ella. We are just over from one of the houses, just over. And yourselves? Why
I'm just passing through. But unfortunately, the day I came was the day that the boat decided to hit the docks.
Oh, yes, that was a terrible thing. I heard about that.
Yeah, so I've just been helping out and thought I'll stay for a while and see what this place has to offer. Have you been here all your life? Or?
All part of the group that did all the good work of helping Rupert.
Yes, we
I see. Oh, well, I'm sure many of us nobles around town are thankful for that.
I was just wondering, do you live here long or work here or?
Yeah, I've been here most of my life. Took over from my father. I'm a merchant, and I own and run many of the storehouses down in the dockyard.
Ah.
If you need stuff stored, you can come and talk to me.
I will definitely talk to you if I need to.
I'm sure I can find a space.
Been a pleasure to meet you.
Indeed, and you, my lady.
Thank you very much.
Brad, I went out the east door, outside,
Yeah.
wandered all around, went back round to the front again, saw Balasar, told him that his men are doing an exceptional job in guarding the place, and then wandered back round again, and I'm where I am now.
Okay, so where you've made your way into now is essentially a room that isn't necessarily lit up like all the other rooms. You assume
is it empty? Like you said,
it's empty. There's no people there, but there are some lights on, and the fireplace is on.
Yeah,
so
that's fine.
I'm
good. I'm good to be there, but yeah.
But yeah, there's no one in there in particular.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so. Alright, Sammy, whereabouts was you walking there?
I just walked into the main
Followed
dining area, main hall where the music is, and I've just plotted up next to a table next to the owlsmith, in fact.
Okay.
But I'm just relaxing. I'm just taking things in. There's watching life go by.
As you're standing there for a bit, and you can smell the smells from the kitchen. You can smell the food. You're watching the owlsmith every now and again making drinks with his clever way of making. You definitely appreciate his art at what he's doing. And there's this smell that kind of keeps coming from the kitchen, and then all of a sudden, it just kind of hits you. There's this real familiar kind of feeling, and you can't quite kind of make out what it is, but the smell itself is invoking something in you.
Okay. I'm gonna make my way slowly to the kitchen then. Hey?
Give me just a second.
Okay.
You're gonna find your brother being used as an oven.
It's called Broven.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that's bad.
yeah, so there's this almost flash of familiarity. The smell you can smell is kind of a slight burny smell. You presume just the edges of a dish or something they're cooking or something like that. But there's also a metallic smell, and there's something really familiar about this smell.
Molten metal.
It's almost like a memory. There's almost something triggering in your brain, but it's really faint. Do you kind of want to concentrate on what that is?
Yeah, I will do. I'm intrigued as to what it's teasing out. I'll follow it.
Oh, David's rolling. I can see his roll.
Oh, Sammy's taking damage.
He's being cooked.
Do our breath weapons in the kitchen.
Breathe on them all, and then Adam, you can swim in the sink.
Yeah, place in the sink. Yeah.
Guys, I've got a party trick. Just try and waterboard me, and I'll be alright.
And I'll just sit there and watch because I've got no special powers. And sulk in the corner.
I'm loving my ball so far.
Okay, Sammy's taking a lot of damage.
Well, we
like a
can't
dragon.
until Brad tells
Yeah,
us otherwise. We do nothing.
He's taking a lot of damage. How do we know that?
Because he's looking at his character sheet, probably.
He keeps rolling for it.
I walked over to him.
Fire in the oven. A lot of damage. How's he taking damage? Fucking done. I'm not going to stand. I'm standing next to it. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm upstairs.
You're upstairs. I'm in a different place. Everyone else is all far away from me. Unless he calls it out, we can't do anything.
62%.
Yeah, I think he's actually in the kitchen.
He's getting turned into an oven, I think. Adam Dave ovens.
Yeah, he criticised the architecture of the kitchen.
Yeah. He was having an argument with the chef. He's beating him up.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know why I would not do nothing about it.
I'm dancing with this lovely lady.
You're just winding Fenton up, you are.
I know. That's why I haven't responded. That's why I left.
And I know that's why you haven't responded. It's fine. I assume paying for services is something Fenton's used to.
Back into it. So, Quandra, Quinn, Belgarian. Where are you, Fenton? You're way over there, so you didn't say it. You three are kind of Quandra and Belgarian. I guess you're milling around. Quinn, you was still dancing for a bit. You notice Sammy. He kind of comes in, and he stands in the doorway at first, and then kind of just stands nearby the owlsmith. Just kind of looking around, kind of taking everything in, kind of looking up, looking at the kind of decor, and just kind of very slowly looking around. And then all of a sudden, he just kind of stops and kind of... It's not like he's looking at anything now like as if all of a sudden a thought has taken him. And then all of a sudden he just stares at the floor. And as you're watching him stare at the floor, you're just like, huh? And he's just,
You're right,
he's
Sammy.
now just looking at the floor. You say that and he doesn't respond. And as you say that to him, you notice he starts to slightly sway. And you're not sure why. And then you're close enough to him, he goes to fall forward.
I'll catch him.
Okay, you catch him.
I help him down. Obviously, he's going to be heavy.
He is very heavy. You catch him and just like you're just trying your best to literally not get crushed under him.
Yeah.
He is most certainly more heavy than you realised.
Oh yeah.
You kind of managed to kind of get him down on the floor, almost to a sitting position to kind of save some grace for him, and he kind of does sit. He hasn't kind of gone limp like an unconscious dead person or anything, but at the same time, there's nothing going on there. He's just wherever you put him, he's just kind of roughly stayed. It looked like he wasn't stable up, and he's just kind of fallen down on the floor. What do you want to do? Because this just stays like this for now.
I asked.
Does he need charging or anything like that? Do you know? Do we know? Can we just plug him into the socket?
Plug into a socket. Yeah, there's a charging station at the front.
It's only for Teslas.
Ah, damn.
So does he
At
need
this point,
charging?
The waiter hasn't got he's noticed it from the kitchen doorway. He's put his tray down just on the inside, and he's come over and he says, "Sir, are you okay? Are you okay?" And he's talking to Sammy. Then he looks over to you, Belgarian, and he goes, "Is he okay? Does he need to lie down? Is he drunk?"
No, he don't look it.
Well, he's definitely not drunk. He doesn't drink.
Maybe we should take him to a chair and lay him down.
It will take quite a few
I'll go
of
and
you to
get
carry.
these 2 chairs that I've got my mouse over by.
Yeah, okay. I can't move the chairs though.
Right, well, all, three of us will carry him over to the chair.
Okay, so
All
the
right,
three
don't
of
do that.
you, with a little bit of difficulty, kind of managed to get him over there. You lay him down on top of the chairs, and he kind of just slumps there. Again, not slumping like as if he's unconscious or dead, but just definitely kind of not moving, but holding enough of his own weight, but not enough to keep him from falling over as such. How long do you wait?
I'll go and get Bellstar and I'll go and get Levi.
Okay. Levi's still at the front. You go out and get him from there.
Yeah.
I'm going to go and get. I'm going to go and
Bellstar
interrupt
as well.
Quinn with the dancing.
Okay.
And if I see him, if I see Fenton or
You haven't seen Fenton for a little bit. He disappeared off.
yeah.
Sorry to bother you, Quinn, but could you just come with me a minute, please?
Okay. Excuse me, my lady.
Thank you.
Of course, of course. Okay, so Quinn, you come over and you can now see that Sammy kind of seems to be not unconscious, but at the same time void of any consciousness, as it were. You're unsure. You've never seen him like this before. The waiter kind of backs out because it's getting a bit busy here. Goes back to serving.
So it's like he's shut down, but we just don't know why.
Yeah, you're not sure what's kind of going on with him.
Does he look damaged?
Say that again.
Does he look damaged?
He doesn't look damaged. Like at this point, there's nothing different to him. He looks the same as he walked in.
Right.
Nothing has changed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna knock on his head.
It's like kong 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 kong. There's definitely a metallic sense that you kind of fall. You're almost happy to get that kind of curiosity out of the way. Dong 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 dong. It's not hollow, but there's definitely a metal clang as you kind of clang it.
Right.
Well, he was in the last place he was in the card room, games room.
He was in there for a while, but then he came into here. He was standing in here for at least 5 minutes before that happened.
So we need to figure out if something's happened from the game room to here, to where he was.
Does anyone else in the room look like they've changed their mannerism?
Most people kind of looked over, but saw you guys went over to him, and they're assuming maybe a drink or something else. They're not quite sure, but they kind of carry on so that the party doesn't all kind of go weird.
Okay.
Does Sammy have any indication buttons on him or anything that sort of we would see that?
He looks. He does have that kind of metallic kind of skin, and as you kind of look closely, there's almost a. I can't remember what armor he wears. What armor do you wear, David?
Mail of some sort, chainmail, I think. Hang on.
Yeah, I can't remember his chainmail scammer. You essentially see that the surface of him has this almost slight green shimmer, but also these kind of slight scales that are not full scales, that are just kind of there on embedded within whatever this greenish kind of metallic metal that his skin is made up of. And you kind of look around and stuff, and obviously he's dressed and everything, but as you're looking around, you kind of look behind his head and everything, and no, there's nothing that seems... He seems fairly humanoid. There's no like weird seams or anything like that. He is quite a marvel to look at in the sense that he looks like he's made out of metal, but there is no seams or anything. It doesn't look like you're not seeing where something's bolted and riveted or anything like this. It's all very smooth and seems very humanoid, the same as other kind of humanoids in that sense.
And he hasn't got no leakages or...
No, nothing.
He hasn't let his oil out, has he?
No leakages.
No leakages. Just to be on the safe side, he's not leaking anything, is he, anywhere?
Yeah.
And you see.
In your opinion, there's nothing out of place.
Is he moist anywhere?
Can I make an Arcana check to see if there's anything like magical happening?
Yeah, okay, go on him. Yeah, go on him.
15.
Nothing comes across in any sort of sense as magical. There's no weird glowing effects. He just seems like he is himself. It's slightly odd that he kind of is slumped like unconscious, but is holding up his own weight. But other than that, there seems no magicalness around regarding what's happening. Nothing kind of comes to know as to what it would be magically.
Is anyone here from the inn?
From the inn.
Because that's where he normally stays, doesn't he? So
yeah, there is the lady Leonidas. You're upstairs, and Sammy's the one who's thinking. So you don't know.
I'm 99% better on this one now. For ages.
99. Did you try refreshing?
Yeah, refresh, then it goes straight to 99 again.
Someone go and get him before he gets to 100%. He has to start again.
But 99%.
Does anybody know what's in the Sammy special drink that he has that, I don't know, does that help him? Does it recharge him? Does it do anything?
Sea monkeys.
You can't recall him drinking a drink and he has no glass on him. He didn't have a glass in hand or anything when he was standing there. He was merely just looking around.
No, I was just asking, does anybody know what was in the drink that he has? Is that a particular, does it recharge him or anything?
Like, do I need to drink it? That's what
yeah.
I'm wondering.
Does he need to drink it?
I can't answer that, I'm unconscious.
To drink what? Sorry?
You know the Sammy special that I ordered?
Oh, yeah.
From the inn.
Oh, I see, of course.
She's just trying to figure out whether it's something that I should need or something.
Fenton, where have I lost you to?
He died.
Looking around for Fenton.
I'm in the billiard room.
Disappeared. Where are you?
In the billiard room.
There. You must have gone into some sort of visibility out of my range. I couldn't see you.
Can I consult my brain and see if I've heard anything in history about this happening to a person like this?
You don't even recognise him. Like you've never seen another thing like him.
Right.
As you're kind of there, you're all wondering what's going on. At this point, Levi's kind of come up and he's like, "What's happened to Sammy? What's happened to your friend?"
I wish I knew.
We have no idea.
He was standing over by the owl smith.
Was it the drinks? Is that what done it?
No, he don't drink.
He doesn't drink.
He doesn't drink.
He has no need for food or drink.
Has anyone come to get me?
Did he move from there?
Did anyone come to get me?
Yeah, exactly. That's the main person is Leo.
He's stuck at the top of the stairs. He's frozen at the top of the stairs. Can't move.
That's what he said. Did you go upstairs? No, I didn't go upstairs.
I think his drinks affected him. He's just give him a couple of minutes to sort himself out.
As you're talking to Levi, this has probably now been about at least 10-15 minutes. And as you're talking, where Sammy is kind of leaning kind of slightly forward, just vibrate and kind of make a bit of a noise and then just go still again. Looked like he was in pain.
Yeah, Brad, was he there all the time in that position?
In what, when he was standing at the doorway?
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't look out of place. He was standing there and he was just looking around, looking up, looking at the kind of room, that sort of stuff, until the point at which he then had that sort of, as if he was thinking, he kind of looked deep in thought, and then all of a sudden just kind of went still, looking downwards.
I'm gonna go find Leo because he might.
Let the cleric try to log in. 1 second.
Yeah, Brad, I've moved. I've just come out. I'm not staying in that room on my own for that long because you said it was 10-15 minutes. I was just wandering around. So as I come back out, I see Leo at the top of the stairs. So I go to walk up to him, and then coincidentally, someone walks in through the door. Someone walks in through the door.
Hold on.
Oh, there we go.
He's like, what?
He missed his cue the first time, Leo.
Yeah.
Harken, why is Quinn?
Fancy seeing you.
Forthwith. What yonder light leaps through the balcony? I'm absolutely butchered that. And that's supposed to be Quinn. And that's supposed to be Quinn saying that to us because we're up high. So yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ! Just ignore. Stuart, delete that bit.
I think you need to put the fire drinks down.
Lennon has got up to Leo. Leo is stopped at the top of the stairs. You're now thinking, what is going on? You've just left Sammy in there. Leo seems to be just a bit confused at the top of the stairs. Fenton is now just spewing this weirdness at me, and just like, what is going on?
Yeah. What yonder light breaks through the balcony window?
Leo, I think we need your help, Leo. Can you come, Sammy's?
Yeah, Brad, could you move me over to
Are you
Sammy?
back in?
What's the matter with Sammy?
Oh dear.
I'm not back in. I'm not back in at all. I'm just. If you can move me over there, I fucking can't see nothing because it's. I can't even log into the flipping forge thing now.
Whereabouts are you at? Are you loading or what? What's happening?
You must log into okay, right? So log in.
He's moving.
Yeah, it might have disconnected. You might log that in that sense. Yeah, it was me who's moving him.
Sign in.
Brad, I'm just bundled through this Noble and Edward Schmee. Just like bundled through them as I've gone over to find out what's going on with Sammy.
So far, you guys have been here on what is about a bit more than an hour so far, in terms of timescale of you guys kind of going around talking, looking around, that sort of stuff.
What the bloody hell's going on?
Right.
So you can come over and you can see that Sammy is in that same.
First of all, what I'm going to do, Brad, is I'm going to find out a little bit about what's going on. So I'm going to do detect.
I'll tell him what happened.
I'm going to do detect faults on Sammy.
Okay.
I'm going to cast that first of all. Find out exactly what happened.
Can you pop that up in the side thing for me? Is it the ability where you can add it to the side thing for me to see it?
I've never done it before, so let's go for it. Spell. If I need to dig a little bit deeper,
Okay, so first of all, the surface faults you get about at this point would be, you get this sense from him, and he's still there, and he's not out of it. There is faults going on. You can detect faults, and you're getting this kind of. He's intrigued. He's really intrigued at something. He really wants to know what something is. That's the thing you're getting as surface faults. What is this kind of thing? And then as you start to dig deeper, you dig deeper, you dig deeper. All of a sudden, you feel there's a small panic from him, and then it kind of goes. And then all of a sudden, you're kind of still trying to kind of listen in, and again, he's really interested in something. You're not getting what the sort of whatever he's interested in, but he's definitely interested in something. And then all of a sudden, that that thought just disappears. It's gone. Do you
Okay.
carry on concentrating on it, or
Yeah. 100%.
last 1 minute. So about 30 seconds or so later, as you're listening on the thoughts, you almost feel a burning pain from him. There's this burning sort of sensation, and you can feel he's kind of anguish of whatever's going on, and then all of a sudden that goes, and then that's a minute later and the spell ends.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Okay.
What are you doing, Leo? Heal him.
Right, as pretty much about when you finish
Okay,
doing that, Chris,
Yeah, go on.
he then shudders again. You can kind of hear almost like a grunt of pain from him,
Okay.
which seems surprising because you're unsure what's going on, unconscious, not, but he kind of shudders a bit and then just kind of.
I can't see no wounds on him or anything like that, but I can't see that he's like been damaged or anything.
Andra says to you, she's already looked over him, and there seems nothing out of place. Nothing looks odd or out of place. What you would expect.
Maybe we should take him to a private room. Just to
Yeah,
get him out of the main hall.
let's take him out of here for a second. I know what I want to do, but I want to get him out of this area.
Levi, do you have somewhere we could take him?
Yeah. Okay, follow me.
I'll help pick him up.
Oops.
Yeah, I'd help pick him up.
You pick him up, and he is heavy. It takes all of you to pick him up.
I don't help.
He is heavy. A lot heavier than you was expecting. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all of you together in a little bundle here, and I'm going to pick all of you up in one go.
I don't help. Not in these high hills.
Fair enough, mate.
Broken ankles and all that.
Stu or someone, could they share just their foundry
Are you still not in?
on Discord, if that's possible?
Why are you not in? Is it not loaded or?
No, it's still on 99%.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
What is going on?
quite nice.
Fenton, you find yourself again in the room that you was in before.
Here's going.
Hey.
Here's...
You find yourself back here. Sammy. Levi says, laying down on the couch. Well, this is a quiet room. People won't necessarily be coming in here.
Because I can see that he's not hurt in any way. I can hear the pain. The first thing I want to try, Brad, please, is I'm going to cast Lester Restoration on him.
Heat metal.
Heat metal, yeah.
I'm just trying to pull you to scene, Chris, to see if that works. But
Okay. I've got Conjure was mapped anyway. So I'll click that off because I've got access to.
No, it has no effect.
No effect. Okay.
No. Yeah, has no effect. Or at least you don't see an effect from it.
All right. And then.
In this time, since you've got him here, again, he does that thing where he shudders.
Heal him.
And I'm gonna do healing word then, Brad.
Okay, go on in.
Okay. My camera's on, isn't it? Yep.
How much is it?
4 plus healing word 4 plus 3, so that's 7 heal. 7 heal.
Cool. So David, add that 7 to you. About this point, as you heal him, you kind of cast, and as you heal him, he just kind of shudders, but this time he kind of carries all the shuddering for at least a while, at least nearly a minute worth of shuddering, and every now and again he's like, and then he just kind of slumps right down onto the chair, and then.
So, sorry, Brad, did I see some sort of improvement there then? Yeah. By me doing that,
you feel like your heal work, like you felt it actually work on him. You felt the energy kind of go into him, so you feel like yes, it would have done something.
Okay.
Do it again.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. So he does this kind of constant shuddering before the point when he falls down, kind of on his back, and as he falls down on his back, his eyes open. And David, you're laying, looking upwards, very unsure of why you've come back into a completely separate place to where you were, and all the rest of the party are all peering over you, and Levi going, "Did it work? Did it work?"
Evening.
Welcome back, cowboy.
Yeah, welcome back. What happened?
Hi.
I don't know.
Insight check.
Go on then.
Oh, God.
I thought he might have been paralysed or something.
Oh, that's pretty good.
He essentially kind of
dirty
sits up, and
20.
you can see he's back to, like, he looks conscious and everything else, eyes open, looks fully awake like you expect of him. What was that, Ad?
Dirty 20. That's my third
Dirty
19
20.
tonight.
You're sure he is confused. He is absolutely confused. He doesn't really quite understand. He's just a bit like.
Yeah.
He doesn't do that, but that's what you kind of get.
Okay.
Definitely seems very confused. But you don't feel that he's lying about that. He seems very confused, unsure, and you don't get a sense that he's lying.
Yeah. Just let me come back to myself. I'm here. Just things
Are you now?
Yes, things just need to be reconnected back up. Just give me a few.
He says, "I'm glad you're fine. Maybe definitely sit down."
Yeah, I'm not moving
Rest
for the
it off.
moment. Just
Rest
every
it
now
off,
and
mate.
again, my head twitches to the side, and you know, like
I'll
my
stay with him.
mask. I take my mask off, and you can see my red light, like you know, like the red. My eyes, basically, you can see the light is just shuddering and fading and glaring and. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's more erratic at the moment.
When Knight
It's not-
Rider was when Kit was dying,
Yeah.
that was a sad episode. That was. No, Kit.
Just about this point, you can hear there's another. Why do I keep forgetting? Bloody name of him. The cart thing. What's the cart thing? What did you arrive in?
Carriage.
A wagon?
Carriage. Why I can't remember that, I don't know. So at this point, you're kind of sitting there. You can hear a carriage kind of going up, and Levi's like, "Oh, okay, just rest it off," and he kind of disappears off back out to the front.
I say thank you,
this
Levi,
time-
as he walks out.
Say that again.
I say thank you, Levi, as he walks out.
No, that's fine. That's fine. No, I'm hoping he's going to be better soon. And he kind of walks off out here, and the other guy follows him close behind. And then he kind of goes out the store.
Hmm.
Do you need
That
any?
was Star Galactica when they had the
That's the Cylons. That was.
Cylons, Yeah.
yeah.
Do you need any of your sustenance, Sammy? Did you bring any of that
Nah.
with you?
I don't need. It's fine. I don't need any of that. I just need to reboot a few systems. I don't expect you to understand what I mean, but I'll be all right in a little bit. Just bear with me.
Do you need any more help from Leo?
No, I think I should be all right. I think I should be all right. Once we leave here and I can effectively sleep, and I should be all right again in the morning.
Oh, I help him up if he's still kind of
Yeah,
sitting on the floor.
I've helped as well.
No, he's sat up by himself. He's kind
Oh,
of
right,
popped back
okay.
up.
I'm just gonna.
I'm going to stay with him, Brad. I'm not going to.
Okay.
I'm going to stay with him. I play some snooker.
You can see it. There is a table there.
And I just keep an eye on him.
That's right. You'll see it's already been played with because and there's a ball missing. This is the room I was in earlier. You'll find the ball later in a plant somewhere where I hit it too hard.
Well, if you're fine, I'll see you later.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't say nothing, but yeah, I'm staying.
So,
I'll hang around.
Slowly but surely, I sort of come back to normal.
I'm sitting on the other sofa.
And
Wait, are you hiding in the garden?
just having a wander.
Just having a wander around.
That's what I did, Quinn.
In the flowers.
I went all the way around the back and started looking around.
Potentially, you guys should be able to walk upstairs. Oh, Chris can't.
Do I want to chance it?
Yeah, do I want a chance? I was thinking that.
I would imagine it would work fine. As I said, I tested it all, and Adam just went and I just plonked him in it, and it seemed to work fine. I'd be intrigued to see what it does.
Sounds like a lot of work in these shoes.
Okay.
I help search for the ball that I lost, and then I'll leave them to it.
So,
and I'll take a wander upstairs. At the moment, I'm lying on my bed because my fucking shoulder's killing me. So I'm lying down.
Oh,
game's paused.
Quinn.
Hello.
As you're walking past that door, you hear Levi in a very, a kind of very, not shouty voice, but in a very loud, kind of commanding voice, and he says, "Oh, Lady Dampier, I'm glad you've arrived. I'm sure it was a tough journey." Carry on.
Wait, where do I hear this from? The main part.
From Levi, that's down from where you are.
I'm gonna go out and with the others in the other room.
Okay.
I come back. Hello, everyone.
Hello. What's up?
Hello.
Yeah, I just thought I'd stay here on second thoughts.
Is she looking a bit sus?
Yeah, insight check.
Insight
Just a bit. Yeah, I was about to say that. No.
It's Among Us. Pink looks sus.
I would say do an insight check with disadvantage. You don't know why.
All of us, or
Anyone who wants to do it can do it. Yeah.
Yeah, go on. I will.
What do I roll for that? Can't remember. 20.
So at disadvantage. Everyone at disadvantage.
What's my disadvantage?
So you're adding your insight, which is one of your skills. On your skill list.
Insight.
Because I've got such a high roll. Hang on.
Plus 2.
2 20s. Or roll it twice and take the lower of the 2 and then add your extra bits to that and tell me what that one is.
So this is what I rolled.
20.
Where are you?
I'm gonna have to. It's on WhatsApp.
Oh, okay, cool.
I did alright. I rolled 2
20.
14s. So that's a 13 from me.
I rolled a 17 and an 18.
Yeah, I got you, David. What'd you get, Stu?
13.
And Candy?
20. Yeah.
And Keith, did you do it?
10.
And Chris, did you go for it?
Nah, not interested, mate. I'm just worried about Sammy. That's it.
Ponder and Sammy, Fenton and Belgarian, you notice Quinn come back in. Just seems a bit odd, but I just wandered back in. You presume she'd kind of just done a circle and then decided to come back. You're not sure why. Quandra and Sammy, very difficult to detect, but there's definitely a swiftness to how Quinn has come back in the room. You're not quite sure what. There's no emotion as to why. But there's definitely an extra hint of speed coming back into the room.
Sorry, who was Levi talking to? I didn't catch the name. Or did we weren't meant to hear that?
There.
You didn't really hear because you're in this room.
Yeah.
Quinn
Right.
heard it because you walked across the corridor at the time.
So. Okay, so I'm speaking out loud, so sort of recollecting. So there was a smell downstairs, and
Smell?
yeah,
From where?
from the kitchens. There was a slightly metallic-y sort of smell, and it triggered some memory, and I'm figuring it may have been about how I was made. There was forges and hammering and I remember lots of
What are you made from? Or do I know what he's made from?
I'm made from metal.
Just
Yeah,
metal.
you can see he's made from metal.
Just
You're
pure metal.
Yeah.
Mostly all metal, yeah. The parts you can see are mostly all metal.
And I remember there were
Why are you smelling that in food?
there were more of me, but they weren't active. And then I tried as hard as I could to remember more, but it just kept hurting and hurting. And then I blacked out again, and I was
still
back
worried.
here.
I was still worried why you're getting the smell from the kitchens. You've just
Yeah.
eaten
Let him
food from there.
finish.
I think I might need to go back down to the kitchens.
He was getting to the bit where he was going to tell us. Stop interrupting, Bulgarian.
Not when
I'm
I've
going
eaten the
to-
food that he's smelling stuff from. No.
That's a good point, actually.
Fuck that.
So
No, it wasn't.
You can enjoy eating metallic stuff, mate.
It wasn't a bad. It wasn't a bad smell like that. It wasn't.
Yeah, but you're smelling
It's
it
a
in
very
cooking.
subtle smell that I don't think it was. I don't think it was in the food so much. I need to go back downstairs. I need to just go and have a look in that kitchen.
Make sure you're healed up first, then. Make sure you're fully operational.
I found it. I come out from behind a potted plant with a bowl.
Thank God you didn't smash it.
Sorry.
Potted plant I'm talking about.
Sorry, Sammy. What was you saying about smelling your little young people?
Brenton, you're great. I'm gonna make my way back down towards the kitchen, Brad.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna go with him in case he has another funny turn.
Find it, David. You don't know where it was. You were unconscious when you came here. You don't know where you are. You just know you're in a different room.
This is true, yeah.
I'll take him down to the kitchen then. I'll take him to the
Okay,
kitchen.
you walking back.
I want to change. I want to use a sky self to change my hair to be blonde.
Okay. So everyone else notices that Quinn has just gone, and her hair just goes into a blonde from that very magenta colour down to a blonde.
That's a neat trick.
Yeah.
Just felt like it matched my outfit more.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself, Brad.
Okay. Cool.
Brad, I'm going to.
Nice.
I am here still. I'm just trying to reload. I'm going to do before he gets to the kitchen.
23.
Embalming bond
Oh, okay, yeah. How much
with
does that do?
Sammy. It's the D4 to checks and abilities.
Yeah,
To
okay.
saving throws and abilities.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that lasts for 10 minutes, doesn't it? Or something.
Let me just have a look. 1
Yeah,
second.
it's not logged in a minute. I don't remember the exact, but it's logged in a minute. So
I'll do another
Yeah, I'm
one
gonna
just
get
to get myself fully back up, Brad.
cool. Okay.
Right
I've
as
gone.
rain. Repaired everything internally. Wiring
I'm
work.
going to also cast on him and concentrate on it is enhance abilities, and I am going for Owl's. 1 second, I've got to take a guess at this. I'm using my spells here as well.
Brad, I've gone back into the main thing.
Yep, I see you.
Take a look at Lady Beth Ortana. I just walked past her, but I'm watching her as she walks in around.
She gives her the side eye.
Yeah.
She seems to be chatting with the guy with the very, very, very big hat who's sitting opposite her.
Yeah, that is quite a fine hat. I just nod to her as I walk past.
When you walk past, you notice she has an unbelievably pale white skin.
It's not like makeup or powder or anything like that.
No. It almost seems like she could have done something to have attempted to change that, but it's a very pale white skin. White to a degree that it almost starts to look unhealthy.
All right. Well, as I'm going up, I'll go up the stairs that are by them, and as I'm going up, I'm kind of looking down on her.
Her hair is very, very light blonde, almost going to a whitish kind of blonde.
Right, I'm making my way back towards the kitchen now.
Cool.
I'm gonna go in the main ballroom.
I'm back where I was.
Yep.
Right, the kitchen's this way.
It's definitely Chris.
Out the door.
Can you smell it yet?
I'm trying to.
It didn't hit you straight away before. He was there for like 5 minutes or so.
Oh, okay.
Alright, well, I'm in the
Quite a subtle
kitchen.
smell. But I figure if I go into the kitchen.
Okay, you get to kind of about the door, and that smell, you can kind of start to smell it again, but this time doesn't do what it did before. You're just smelling the smell now, and you're recognizing that was that smell.
Okay. Can I sort of pinpoint where it is? Or...
Is it another platter? Is there some other exotic food?
I can smell something. It's
the wonderful foods.
It's a very subtle smell of.
I asked the where's the chef? I say to Quandra to ask the chef if there's anything metallic in any of their recipes.
No, not really. Other than the things they get cooked with or cooked on. Make a perception check, Dave.
I was going to say there seems to be something over there. Perception. Another one.
See if you can follow your nose. Yeah, okay.
Nearly.
You kind of stand there for a bit, and it takes you a minute or so, but you're starting to detect that whatever it is coming from over this corner here.
Okay, I'll move over there. I'm just gonna. I'll have a look in there, Brad. What is it?
So
what is it?
You move over, and as you're kind of sniffing around, you look down, and there's one of the frying pans. This one in particular, you can see.
He's your granddad.
And it's slightly, it's kind of got whatever they've been cooking, and you can. There's that kind of slight burnt smell as you kind of put your nose nearer. You can smell that's the burnt smell you smell. But as you pick up the pan, and as you pick it up and turn it over, nothing in it at this point. You pick it up and turn it over, and as you do, you can see that the same as your skin. There's the same greenish metal that sheens on the bottom of it.
Okay.
But you're thinking it was the combination of that metal being heated up with the slight kind of smell of the burning. That's what seems to have kind of put you there.
Do I know
But
what
this
this
one-
metal is, though, Brad? I'm assuming
You
I
do
know
know,
what it is.
it's the same as your skin.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you can recognise it as the same as your skin. You
Cool.
before anyone, because everyone else has already said it. You don't assume that this is this is you or one of your friends or something. You don't get that at all.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't think this is.
Dad,
don't
he's
think
just
this
on the floor. Oh, it's just the metal. It's just the metal. It's not anything in particular.
No, it's
that's
definitely
cool.
Grandad. It's your Grandad's face on a stick, being used as a frying pan for a posh wanker at a fancy do. They've cut the face off of an old Warforged
No, now using it as a frying pan.
as a skillet. Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Beating his nose out to be a handle.
Yes, exactly.
The butler comes over.
What
to you
could be
and
more
goes, "Are you okay,
exquisite?
sir?
I
Are you
didn't
okay,
hear that.
sir? You seem to. Are you okay?
Yes.
This was my fucking Grandad.
And I smash him around the head with that.
Still got family.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
Sorry,
nothing else
sorry.
seems to be triggering us up, but you do. You've
Okay.
kind of found the source.
But I know where the smell was coming from at least.
Yeah. You
Alright.
you was intrigued at what it was, but this is.
Yeah,
not
it's
as in
nothing.
not
There's
really know.
nothing. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's nothing there. All right, no worries. No, I'm fine, sir. Thank you. It was just I just needed to know what the smell was. Like that was all. Thank you. I'm sorry to bother you.
Okay, he said that's a fantastic cookware you're holding there, though.
Yes.
Fantastic piece of cookware. Had that a while now.
Where'd you get it from?
He says. I believe there's a market in the Lawguard Spires that particularly a lot of, I wouldn't say exotic, but very finely made kind of kitchenware and house kind of wares. And we picked that up there. You could speak to them and see where they got it from. They must have procured it from somewhere because I don't think they make them.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Do you need this? Can I buy it or take it?
Does it mean that much to you?
Yes.
Fine. Levi tells me.
Fucking pan.
Levi tells me of your deeds, so he kind of just leans down to the table next to him, picks up another one, puts another one on it.
Cool, thank
A
you.
clean one. Says we needed to clean it anyway.
That's
You
cool.
have the frying pan.
I'm gonna stick it in my bag of in my little pouch. And and it disappears. Cool.
Oh, hold on. You've got a bloody bag of old in, you bugger. We could have put everything in there.
You didn't realise that when we were putting dead bodies in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm
when you
saying. I've
just
just
say that.
realised.
You've only just realised.
Don't give me that shit, Keith, because otherwise you would have put your weapon in there as well.
I didn't know he brought it with him.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. That's what I'm saying.
You guys don't know. You don't know. Your characters don't know.
Who would
You may
bring
now know as
weapons to a
players, but your
ball
characters don't
anyway?
know. What's that?
Who would bring weapons to a
I
ball
don't
anyway?
need to. I've got
Exactly.
my weapons on me.
Yeah. Does he cock his fists like what's his name? Henry Cavill in Tom Cruise. Mission Impossible.
So where have I lost you to, Phantom? I've lost you again.
Have a look for me
Oh,
upstairs.
you're there.
I loaded
I see
quite
you.
easily, Christopher, by the way.
I think whatever it is, it's under
Oh,
Chris.
shut up, Stuart. Fucking,
I don't know what
my
he
game's
says.
broken.
It went from 0 to 100 in merely an instant.
I'll definitely check it up after the game, Chris, and try and figure out what that could have been. What went
I'm
wrong.
very upset, Bradley. Ruined my evening.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
spent
I'm
an
gonna-
hour waiting to load, and then we come and got him.
It's a picnic. Yeah. It's a picnic problem, Stu.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Picnic. I've explored everywhere, Brad, upstairs, and then I found
yeah.
someone interesting to talk to.
Okay, this person is.
Are we overlooking all that lot in the below us?
Yes. And if they
Yeah.
move,
So I
it's
mean,
really-
like a little box room, like a what they call the boxes. Yeah, boxes.
No, you're on a balcony. This
It is a
around
balcony,
the top is a balcony. Yeah. You can see the guards at the top, some other people down below. But also, Stuart, just because I was saying it was some fun to do this, so I wanted to show you.
Oh, hold on, let me go and have a look. Oh, yeah. I do like. I appreciate the map, by the way.
That one you could show me.
Stuart, watch this, Stuart.
Well, yep, yeah.
You see it?
No. What am I looking at?
Down in that square area below you.
Oh yeah.
2 people.
Oh
Can you
yeah.
see that moving?
I can see the 2 people moving together.
Yeah, if one of these guys, Keith, move down to them people. So that it's not me controlling you.
Do you see Quinn?
You see me?
Yeah, I can see you. I
You
can see him
moving as well.
Yes, yeah.
You're on a different map. You're on a different map. Also, they're slightly smaller, Stuart, if you've noticed.
Oh yeah. No, this is a good map. The fact that you can move around it, it loads, it's over top of each other. That's exactly
it
how
loads.
it loads. Yeah. No, it's. I appreciate the multi-levelness of the map creation of this. Spot on.
It was very fun to make. Took a while, but I went all out because it was fun.
Capital LOAD.
It loads. It's quite efficiently loaded.
Stuart, make a perception check. You've been being so nosy. Make a perception check.
Can I make one as well, considering I was up there?
You never actually made it up there, mate. So yeah, unlucky.
You seem to get to the top of the stairs.
18 plus. Perception.
Oh my lord. My perception check is
0.
Yes.
Mine's 21.
Oh dear, you are oblivious, man.
21.
No, it was 0.
No, mine's 21.
You got 21, did you? Yeah, well, you weren't up here, so you're useless.
I was. That's where I am.
I think my other half's gone to sleep. By the way.
Gone to sleep?
She's gone to sleep. She ain't been sleeping much.
Yeah, I'm knackered and my fucking shoulder's killing me. I've been lying down on my bed.
What, do you guys want to finish up here?
I think it might be a good idea.
Yeah, we can do that. There's still more to do. So.
I want to hang around until I load in.
Yeah, there's definitely more I want to do next time.
Yeah, I can definitely might be able to sort out Chris in the meantime with whatever's going on with his. It might just be.
Probably just needs to delete his cache and reload.
Yeah, try deleting System 32 and then.
Yeah. Try turning your computer off.
Did do that.
Well, I'm certainly hoping you enjoyed the manor. It's been fun so far. But yeah, we'll leave it there. And we'll pick up next week from where we are. Again, that's like I said with the inventory thing. It's going to span across multiple weeks. There's some of the things. So
yeah, no, it's good. I'm glad I got the room thing done as well because that's clever. So the fact that
yeah, it would have been a shame if no one went up there to see all my work.
Is that it? It was purely a vanity.
Yeah, it was.
Go upstairs. You can go upstairs. Every other line. You can go upstairs. You know, it's like we all stayed in one room for ages. You do know you can go upstairs.
So the only people with cameras working are you and Chris, then, yeah? Yeah. Or did Stuart give up?
I turned my camera off because I was lying on the bed.
Okay, mate. I apologise.
Yeah, Stuart, it also works for Windows as well. If you go to the Windows and look out, you'll see out.
Yeah, I can see the roof of the level below.
Yeah.
No, from the balcony, can you see Quinn from the balcony?
Yes.
Okay, that's all good then.
Yeah, you're standing in between a courtesan and a noble.
There's certainly some more fun to be had, so we'll definitely come back next week. So definitely next week, unless anyone has to cancel it for any reason, but I'm definitely up for next week.
Yeah, sweet. Did Annalise actually say anything to me, by the way? Anise? Yeah,
Anise is essentially, once you start speaking to her, you realise she's a fairly elderly kind of lady, still very finely dressed, but seems to be doing worse for wear. And you kind of talk to her, and she goes, "Oh, I'm not feeling the best." I think that the thing that Al Smith gave me is. I don't think it works with age. I'm just taking a breather.
There are some bedrooms along here. If you'd like me to I don't mean in that way, madam. I just mean to escort you so that you may lie down rather than be.
It's not an escort.
And then I realise I don't need a charisma buff. I am all charisma.
Oh, right.
I absolutely ooze it.
What middle name?
Yeah, if you imagine,
Middle name's charisma.
all of my characters are all oily, but Fenton is even oilier. He is the most charismatic of all of my characters.
Candy says sorry, by the way. Good night.
Night, Candy.
Good night.
All right, I leave her to it. I leave her to it.
Yeah, she just seems worse for wear sitting there.
All right,
but she's definitely a noble as such. But she's
All right.
I'd like to do a couple history checks in the interim for next time. In Secret Squirrel.
Yeah, we can Secret Squirrel after if you want.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
All right then.
Got some Secret Squirrel stuff to do as well.
All right. Well, I will.
Oh yeah.
I'll love you and leave you all, and I'll see you all later.
See you later, mate.
See you later, mate. Bye, mate.